Hey Edna, hope you're doing well. I'm excited for tonight. I'm excited to get started. I want everyone to just take their time, relax. If you're watching this as a playback, that's okay. It's alright. You didn't miss shit, bitch. You still on time. Hey, happy Scorpio season. We're working with the death card tonight. If you scared, baby, it's okay. Light a white candle. You hear the water in the back? Yes, we're dealing with live energy. What is still alive? Even though we're dealing with the death card, what is still alive? If you want to listen to the song at home, I want to spell her name right. The person who is singing, it's Chantress, Seba or Seba. CHANTRESS space SEBA, and the song is called Water. Water Sound Healing, 30 minutes, cleanse your energy, soothe. All right? Mio, hey. I'm super grateful that I even have the time and the space to do anything like this, but I wanted to just make sure we brought in this Scorpio season right, bitch, okay? Because there's a lot of things going on. A lot of things we're not understanding, and we just gotta trust right now. So I'm hoping that in this reading space, we can talk about what's actually still alive, even though it might feel dead, even though we might feel dead. What's actually still living. What up, Joshua? Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm gonna light my spliffy. If you wanted to get a card pull tonight, just post an emoji. As soon as you post your emoji, you are gonna be the first person. The next person to post the emoji, you'll be the second person, and we'll just go like that. So as of right now, nobody is on the list. All right. So if you're ready to get a read, just leave me an emoji, and we'll start the list. I see you, Joshua. And this is a 30-minute song, so if someone had a suggestion for the next one, let me know. But nothing copyright, please. We want to upload this. Okay? Oh, thank you, Carlos. I'm glad you enjoy. Thank you. Thank all of you for being here. Thank all of you for being kind. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're doing. Okay. It's Joshua's first, then Edna, then Dory, then Mio. I hope y'all can hear the water in the background. Get that water going, y'all. Get that water going. Run some water in the house if you don't pay for it, okay? If you're near water and you can sit by it, you feel safe to do that, do so. If you need to go sit in the bath, even running the shower for a little bit, steam some of your clothes. Okay, that's one little hack. If you got some wrinkles in your clothes and you don't got no iron, hang them over the shower rod, and you want to angle the shower head down so it don't wet the clothes, and then close the door while the hot water runs. Maybe 10-15 minutes. I'm telling you, you can get all your wrinkles right out. It's whatever you want it to be, baby. What is it? You tell me what this is. Whatever you think it is, babe, that's what it is. We just pulling some cards. Scorpio season just started today. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. Joshua, cool. But that's not what this is about. Please do not sexualize me. Do not try to hit on me. Please leave me be. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for any compliments about my body or my size. I appreciate being told I'm pretty, but I'm actually okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. No, you're good. You don't have to say sorry, but I'm not looking for anything but just some healing and some cleansing energy. That's it. All right. I appreciate everyone for being here. Joshua, I have a question for you. Are you wanting me to pull a card for you? Do you want to know what's still alive inside of you? Because that's what this whole stream is going to be about. Reminding people that there's still things alive inside of them, even if they don't feel like it is. All right? That's the whole point of this whole thing. All right. Do you want a card pulled from the top, the middle, or the bottom? Let me know. You ever feel dead inside, black sheep? You ever feel like they got you? You ever feel like you're done? You ever feel like you gotta go? This is a stream just to remind people that they don't need to go. It's not time to go. It has not been time to go. It was never time to go. There's a reason why you're here, and maybe we'll be able to uplift some things. Maybe we'll be able to uplift some joy and some support for you. But Joshua, I'm pulling a card and I'm asking the spirits, I'm asking your ancestors, just give us a message and let us know what is still alive. What hasn't died despite maybe you feeling like it has. What's still there? You said you wanted a card from the middle. I'm going to read the middle card and I'm going to read the top and the bottom cards, okay? Ooh. You got some heavy shit, Joshua. Yeah. I appreciate you for being honest with me and candid with me. The first card that I got was the Seven of Pentacles, but it was upside down. I'm going to turn this down because I'm not trying to yell at you. So, the Seven of Pentacles. First of all, when we get to the sevens, we're dealing with feeling alone. The sevens is a victorious energy, but sometimes when we're celebrating, we're by ourselves. And so the Seven of Pentacles is a card of intense desire, yearning, needing something very badly, maybe not being able to get it, but still desiring it and that becoming the focus. And so the Seven of Pentacles is a big focus on working hard to achieve a goal. It's literally like watching a plant and trying to predict when you're going to get your harvest. And it's not easy. Oh my goodness. And it's not easy to be in this kind of energy, especially when it's flipped. When it's flipped, you can't even look. You can't even see all the progress you really made because you're still waiting for something very specific to happen. And if it's not happening, you just don't care. But your ancestors want you to know it's important to celebrate all the work you've been putting in, especially this year. To not just work through everything, but to just fucking survive. You've done a lot. It's time to stop looking at what isn't there. It's time to stop acting like your fruits are loading. There's fruit here. It's important to look around. Extremely important to look around. I also see the Chariot card on top. It was flipped, meaning that not only are you isolated in your mind and maybe even at your job, you're also isolated when it comes to who to turn to. The Chariot card is help. It's exiting. It's running away. It's being able to be safer. And so right now you might not feel like you can run. You might not feel like there's anyone that'll help you or run with you. Shit, your car might have broke down, so you can't even drive the fuck away. But the Chariot card being flipped next to that Seven of Pentacles is a feeling of just, damn, I can't even go anywhere physically to get away from what I'm seeing. The lack is just everywhere, internally and externally. And then on the bottom, things that you might not want to think about, Five of Cups. It wasn't just your dad that you lost. There were other people who turned their back, people that were supposed to be there, people that you thought were going to share the sadness with you. I'm sorry, Joshua, genuinely. There's a lot of lack here. But one thing that's important is the Chariot card don't pop up for no fucking reason. All right? It might be flipped right now, but it was on the top for a reason. Safety is what you have to focus on right now. You have to focus on getting away. And that might make you feel like you're a failure. It might make you feel like you're turning your back on things that you were working really hard on. That Seven of Pentacles is not a game. That Seven of Pentacles is very much, I need this to work. I need every action I'm putting towards my future to come to fruition. I need every seed that is planted to be watered and to grow and to feed me. I see you. I see you. But this is not the end, all right? There's still fight left in you, but more importantly, there are people around you. Right now, the pain is so big. It's so hard to actually try to share it. But trust me, your pain is never too big for the people that are around. And honestly, babe, some of us don't want to hold this, but you will meet a stranger that will see it for you faster than somebody that's known you your whole fucking life. You'll meet someone that knows you 0%. A fucking stranger who will just know it's time to pour into you. So don't shy away from new connections that don't feel like safe. Nothing is safe right now. You feel unstable. Go towards someone being kind. Check in on how you're feeling around these people. Are they draining you? Do they know what you're going through and asking you for more? It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of loss here. But you know that you deserve safety, Joshua. You know you deserve to get out of this shit. You know that. You know that there's more for you. You have to know that. Keep on believing there's more. And stop looking so hard to see when the check gonna hit. When this, baby, it's coming. But look back and say, damn. You know, when everything went left, I stayed. I showed up. I took care. Trust me, somebody was watching you this whole time. And they're waiting on you to say, hey, can you help me? They're waiting. They might not be somebody who's confident in what the fuck they can even do for you. But as soon as you say what you need, as soon as you acknowledge what's going on, you'll be so fucking surprised that all it took was you saying, I need more. I need help. This isn't enough. Please help me. Sometimes people just need to hear that and it's done. But stop thinking that you gotta do all this on your own. You don't. You never had to. And again, it's hard as fuck to ask for help, especially now. Everybody broke. But trust me, some people have more than money. Okay? Keep that in mind. I know it's hard to think like that, but some people have more than money. Some people have connections to support. And some of us know what that's like, to not have a damn dollar, but you got somebody to call if anything go left. You got somebody that give a fuck about your couple somebodies. They might not have much, but they got enough. And that's all it takes. I'm not trying to say we don't need money. I'm trying to say that there are people out there that got something for you. Sometimes you need food and somebody got a plate. But you won't even say, excuse me, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Sometimes we need to just talk to people for real. And we never know who got something for us. Not saying that we should only talk to people for things, but just saying you never know who is really willing to just give you what they got because they got it. All right, when we don't have it, it's so hard to think that someone else got it and will offer it to us in a second. It's really hard to get out that mindset of, damn, I don't even got a dollar. That's you. Think outside yourself. People have more. People have more to offer you than sometimes you can offer yourself. That's just the reality. Don't let the pride get you fucked up. But your sister probably give a fuck. But think about how y'all talk to each other. Think about how often y'all talk to each other. Think about how much care y'all have shown each other. Like I'm saying, like sometimes people pass away. You start realizing how much you actually need more people. It's okay to not realize that, to have not realized that. But if you realize now how much you miss your sister, how much you actually need someone to grieve with, be honest. Maybe write a letter, just so you could get it all out there, just so she could know everything. Don't hold back. I appreciate you, Joshua. As I said before we started in the chat, if you want a tarot card reading, just drop me an emoji. I'm not charging nobody, but I want to be super candid. I officially got evicted. The shit is on the door. So if people want to bless me, cute. I also run a little plant medicine shop. The link is probably not up on here. But if you go on x.com and type in M as in Mary, ARF MELLOW, you will find my newest menu. And I am shipping all week, trying to get people right for Halloween. Let me know if you need me. I ain't got you. But if you don't got it, I feel you. Me neither, bitch. So just know, I'm grateful. I'm trying to just bust this pussy open for the world. You feel me? Because listen, sometimes we don't got no money, but we got some other gifts to share. So just thank y'all so much. And Joshua, thank you for just allowing me to read your energy at all. I understand it's, babe. But just like you shared with us, just like you told us, your sister probably want to know too. For real. You'd be surprised who want to really know what's going on with you. You'd be really fucking surprised. All right, who was next? Who was after Joshua? I want to say it was Edna, but I could be wrong. But if you know that you're next, if you've already posted your emoji, just get ready to post it again when I ask. All right, but just know who you was. Just know who you was before you. Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay. Is it Edna then Dory? I thought it was Edna, Dory, then you, Mio, and then I think Jonathan posted, and now it's Isabella. Okay. All right. So we're gonna give everybody numbers now. Edna's number 1, Dory's number 2, Mio's number 3, Isabella. Oh, excuse me. Jonathan's number 4, Isabella's number 5. All right, you can post any emoji. Yes, exactly. Bookworm Radio is after Isabella, and then it's you, Talia. You're after Bookworm, okay? And Bookworm, you're after Isabella. All right, I think we got it. I think we're Gucci. And whoever comes next, you're after Talia, okay? So when Talia goes, just make sure you're ready, okay? So drop your emoji so we know it's you. But yeah, no, we definitely got it. And again, the reading, if you don't want to read about what's still alive in you, what's still coming for you, what's still happening for you, that's okay. I know some of y'all may have other things that you want to be read about, and that's valid. Please don't think that you have to do anything that I set up. I just figured it's Scorpio season. We're dealing with the death card energy. We're dealing with Pluto. Pluto and Capricorn fucking right now. Amber, you are after Talia. Cute, 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 cute. I'm so excited. All right. So, Edna, thank you for being here. Oh, okay. You said you're ready to see what's alive in you. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Ancestors of Edna. I know you see her in here. She be kicking it, chilling, cooling. She needs to know what is still alive, despite the fact that it may not feel alive. What is still here? What still exists? What is not over, despite feeling very over? What is not dead? All right, we're trying to live with live energy, okay? Because Pluto might seem very dead, but Mars is very alive to me. And so I think that that's the part for me about it, is we're trying to work with the Mars energy of Scorpio season. We're trying to work with the energy that tells us, hey, we're not done. After Amber, it's the black sheep, and after the black sheep, it's Skipper, okay? Just remember who's before you, just so you could get here, okay, babies? I hope everyone's doing well tonight, but if you're not, we're gonna figure it out. Talia, thank you for the coin. I appreciate Thank you. Happy Scorpio season. All right, Edna said, read her like a book. Edna, I have a question. Are we pulling from the top, the middle, or the bottom? And also for anyone that's just joining us, when I shuffle, I try to shuffle my deck and just call your ancestors. I don't always do that. I just started doing that. Pork Chop, you are after Skipper. So just remember you're after Skipper, Pork Chop. Okay, so with that being said, when I read the tarot cards, what I like to remember is that the top card, the card on the very top of the deck after I'm done shuffling, that is just high key. That is just something you just know, babe. Like, you can't hide from that. That's just the reality. The stuff on the bottom is stuff that you probably don't really see. And stuff in the middle is stuff that you might only feel. You might not allow yourself to say it or even really think it too much, but you feel it in your gut. And so it might hit you like that. Rachel, never. Rachel, I believe you're after Pork Chop. And Edna said, bottom, I hear you. Edna said, what is still alive? And they said they want the bottom card, which again, the bottom card is things that we really don't know. Might not want to think about. Ooh. We got a knight. We got a warrior. We got a warrior on the board, okay? I love to see that. Okay, in the middle, what's in the middle? Ooh, we got the Eight of Swords turned upside down. And then on the very top. Ooh, right at you, baby. That Ace of Wands. Okay, I love to see it. All right, so let's start from the bottom. What you pull first? We got the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Usually whenever we see the Knight of Wands depicted, they usually have a lot of fire on their horse. They are coming in hot. They are not playing with that ass. But the Knight of Wands being upside down means that the fire is a little smoldering. The desire to ride, the desire to blaze forward might feel a little shaky. You may have something to defend. You may really have something to defend in terms of growth, in terms of physical manifestations. There may be something that you really want, something you may want to keep, or maybe something you may want to acquire, but for some reason, there is a fear there. There's a shakiness. There's perhaps a fear of being too strong, of being too direct, of being too fiery and passionate about something. But one thing's for sure, the Knight of Wands, they really don't play. Like, they really don't play. And not only do they not play, they make sure that when they have something to say, they say it. When they have somewhere to go, they go. When they have something to break, they break. And so right now, there is a fear of action. There's a fear of protection. A fear of perhaps being a protector. A fear of perhaps being the one that has to rescue the shits. And it's real. Nobody was put on this earth to be a warrior. Nobody was put on this earth to just be taking care of stuff and saving stuff. I think it's very real to feel like, damn, why do I have to be the one to say anything? Why do I have to be the one to risk anything? Why do I have to be the one, period? Makes sense to me. Whew. But the Eight of Swords, though. The Eight of Swords is a powerful card. And I'm going to say it's powerful for many reasons. First of all, when we get our Eight of Swords, we're dealing with this feeling of isolation. We're feeling with being trapped. A lot of times when we see this card, unfortunately there's no physical person, but we have a blindfold, we have the arms bound. This person is feeling maligned. They're feeling kind of beholden to maybe the ways that they used to be, maybe a life that they used to live, but it's upside down. So there's a part of me that feels like maybe you have escaped in some ways. Maybe you have left a mindset, but you have no fucking idea where to go next. And that feeling of I'm free is not comforting. Because as much as you're free, you're feeling alone. You're feeling lost. You're feeling like, who am I, perhaps? The eights are very mental. So swords, mental, eights, mental. It can be like being left alone with a very mean dog in your mind. And so with that being said, when it's upside down, that dog is unchained. That dog might yell at other people, bite other people. You may find yourself behaving in a way that you would never, but now you are. Maybe this isn't normal for you. Nothing feels normal when we got the 8 of motherfucking swords, babe. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. There's nothing normal or typical about this time. So just go with it, truly. Great, luckily on the fucking top, Ace of Wands, which is only helping our warrior, our Knight of Wands. The aces are seeds, they are the beginning, they are new, they are yes, they are it's us, we're up. And the Ace of Wands, in my humblest opinion, is kind of phallic, very carnal, very physical, very sexual, very potent. And so there's a new phase coming. It may already be here, but you have to trust it. You have to trust that it's worthy of defending. There just may be a new life, a more earth-centered life, a more holistic life, a more poetic life, a more artistic life that maybe other people didn't see for you. Maybe you didn't see for you. Maybe you thought life was one way and now it's another. Maybe you thought that you were gonna be like this and you're like that. Maybe it's hard to really hold what you've learned. Maybe the person you are is someone that you didn't understand before, and now you get it. Wherever you are now, trust that you belong in a new place where you feel maybe strange, that lack of comfort, that's part of being new somewhere. That's part of figuring out if this is a good place. Trust the discomfort. But if it remains, trust that you know where comfort is. Trust that that comfort might not live here. Maybe moving might be helpful. But as it stands right now, I see you blooming. I see you getting some drops of water on your seed, you know? Yeah. I'm crying, I'm crying, I'm crying. You know what, Black Sheep? Here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to move into this apartment, into this house, and I'm hoping it works out, but I feel like the eviction here, it's a long ass thing, but basically somebody had a lease and disappeared on me. And so I just been holding it down. You're welcome, Miss Edna. Just know your ancestors want you to know, like, not only are you alive, you have things to create. There's there's goals and dreams inside of you. There's art inside of you. There's just so much. Listen, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everyone trying to be helpful. But there's just certain stuff that don't need to be talked about here. If you really wanted to be helpful to any kind of legal litigations, you would just email it or send it directly to me in a DM. You would not be here. Let's just be mindful, babe. If we're talking litigations, we need to talk somewhere where there's a hard copy and where you're actually using your picture. All right, y'all? All right, so thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Just thank y'all for being here again. I'm trying to do tarot card readings. Please do not bring me anything. Don't bring me anything right now. I will block you. All right, so just please, like, just let people have their reading, let people have their space, let people have their energy. Okay. I appreciate y'all for being here. Edna, my bad for the end of your reading. I'm gonna pull one more card for you just because, again, I got pulled out the reading. Rachel, I love you so much. But yeah, I want to pull another card for Edna because I fuck with Edna heavy. And I really just dipped out that reading. Ancestors of Edna, my bad for the disrespect. Please come through. Just give Edna one more card. And I know she picked from the bottom before. But give her something. Give her something. Ooh, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. All right. Okay. Listen, they weren't playing. Listen, Edna, you good. And you know I got ADHD. You're good. Listen, High Priestess. She was upside down. She was facing towards me. But the fact that she's even here, this is Venus, pure love, okay? She's a reminder that the bubble bath, the foot soak, the nails, all of that, everything that you do to make yourself feel more beautiful, even if it's just drinking a hot lemon tea on the porch and looking at the sunrise, whatever makes you feel uplifted, whatever makes you feel divine, whatever makes you feel special and sparkly and shiny. Those are things that are going to make you feel more alive. And maybe they've been things that have been neglected. That's okay. Listen, sometimes it's the little things, Miss Edna. And then I got the Fool card popping up on top. All right, and the Fool card, I know you see her, she crying, looking at the phone. And the thing about the Fool card is, a lot of times when we see the Fool card, we can feel this excitement. We can feel this, oh, what's happening? What's gonna happen next to me? I'm the main character. Finally, baby, you're always the main character. But when you have the Fool card, we're dealing with being new. And when you're new, you do foolish things. When you just start somewhere, when things just start, when you're just learning, when you're just beginning, when you're just allowing yourself to take a step in a new path, you're a fool. What do fools really know? Nothing, right? And that's the thing. That's the beauty of it. You don't know anything, so you can't. Nothing can be taken away from you in this path, and it can be scary as well to be a fool somewhere. Especially we see the high priestess. To be a fool, to be looking towards comfort, to be seeking perhaps beauty, the divine feminine, the divine comfort, the divine love, all of the ways that we can, again, feel pleasure, but also feel like that bitch. Those things can change, right? Like there's times where you feel like you have that beauty routine, that way of, pampering yourself and it just feels so right. And then you learn more, you live more life, and you're like, actually, I'm the girl that puts on coconut oil on their feet and puts on a sock, you know what I mean? Or I'm the girl that manicures their eyebrows before they do their eyebrows every time. Like, who knows what ritual you're getting into, but trust yourself that part of living is also loving on yourself in all types of particular ways. And there's nothing wrong with being particular about loving on yourself. It's okay to know exactly what it is that you need for yourself, and it's okay to get it or ask for it. And then I have the Four of Swords. Now, one thing about this Four of Swords card, I feel like the most beautiful card I've ever seen of the Four of Swords was in the African American tarot deck. And you see this god climbing these stairs, leaving the earth plane, taking rests back in the sky, taking rest that is not just intentional, but it's also rest that is in another dimension almost, in a mindset that is so spiritual. It's also a card that sometimes is depicted by somebody laying in a tomb. And it shows how back in the back in the back, when warriors used to go out to fight, they would lay in their own tombs. Almost as if, to say, like, this is where I'm going to be if things don't go right. And so sometimes we can kind of put ourselves in a tomb a little bit. We can kind of tell ourselves, if this don't work out, this is the worst thing that's going to happen to you. And you may find at some point, or maybe right now, that you cannot be bullied. You cannot bully yourself into this new period of life, this new experience, this new anything. You can't put yourself down to lift yourself up. It's just never gonna work. So it's okay if you're taking some time away from people. It's okay if you're saying, you know what, I'm not gonna be around folk right now because I'm getting myself together. But don't you dare remove yourself from community as if you're not a missing ingredient. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Sometimes when we get away from community, it's not because we really need to get away from people. It's because we're traumatized and we are so scared of choosing wrong again. We're so afraid of someone abusing us again. So just keep that in mind that sometimes when we take space, it's not for our safety. It's because we are so terrified of losing ourselves again. And if you feel like you've lost yourself before, it's okay. Because you know what? You might lose yourself again, babe. It might happen again. And you're going to forgive yourself again, aren't you? You're going to pick yourself back up again, aren't you? You're not going to allow yourself to say fuck you to yourself, right? You better be nice to my friend. All right, Edna. I just want you to know these cards are very uplifting, but they did speak to wanting to maybe feel desired, maybe wanting to feel like, the prettiest little penny. Sometimes it can be so exciting to just get ourselves ready and do something new. But these cards were reminding me to remind you that, baby, you already are amazing. You're already beautiful. You already shining. It don't matter what you do, but it do though. You know what I mean? It still matter. And it's unfortunate. Because sometimes, you telling yourself you're a bad bitch, but man, if only you could have got that hair appointment. If only you could have got this or that. I get it. But just please keep in mind, friends, and this goes to all y'all. There's never going to be a moment where that beauty treatment or that appointment to do whatever is ever going to be why you weren't that bitch. You know what I mean? That's never going to be why you didn't turn it, okay? It's nice to have icing on the cake, bitch, but it's still cake, all right? Even though I know that. You feel me? So just keep that in mind. We don't always need the frosting. We're still cake, sweetie. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robert. Okay, who's next, babies? Who's next? I think it's Dory. I think Dory's next. Yes, and we're still listening to Chantress Seba. She is really beautiful, but we left the water. We're in the forest now. All right, I'm gonna have her take me back to the water though, cause I really want the water babies to come on in here and know that we're here. Oh, Black Sheep didn't want a read. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Mio. I appreciate you. Dory, thank you for coming through. We're getting the water back. We're getting the water back. I really love the water. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Again, I did not expect to have gone through the water chant, but we're going into the dance of the moon, and I'm really hoping that y'all appreciate because this is around some water. Absolutely. Skipper, since sheep is not next, you got a little bit messed around. My bad, my bad. Go, 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 girl. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm so sorry to hear that Caucasian people are doing anything or causing any harm, truly. Dory is next. Mio is after Dory. I know that. All right. So I know that Mio just posted another list. I feel like we're gonna get it back together. After Mio goes, we're gonna figure out who's 5, who's 6, who's 7. You know what I mean? We know that Dory and Mio are next. So after Mio, we're gonna regroup. I appreciate anybody who's still gonna stick around and stay here, even though our list is messed up. I think Jonathan was in line actually. Yes, yes, yes. Again, Mio, you are a lifesaver. You are helping out so much. Just thank you for the kindness, truly. And Dory, did you say where you wanted to get your card pulled from? Oh, you said the bottom. Heard you. All right, Dory's ancestors. Dory wants to know what is still alive, what still lives, what is not gone, what is still here, what still remains, what cannot be taken. Okay, and they said they wanted a bottom read. I hear you, babe. All right. We got the 10 of Swords, okay? We in a new portal, baby. The 10 of Swords. We are very much at the end, but very much the beginning, okay? The Ten of Swords reminds us that there is a whole new chapter of life that lives inside of us mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The Ten of Swords is not an easy card to hold. It can be really exciting. It can be really exciting to feel like you're in a new era of life. You're in a new cycle of mental manifestation. But it can also be overwhelming. On top of that, the card was upside down. So it almost feels like when the Ten of Swords pops up in our deck, it can feel very much like what we have wanted, what we have desired, what we have maybe cultivated inside of ourselves, it no longer makes sense. So there is a letting go, there is a shifting of behavior, there is a knowing that things are over. And again, this is speaking of personality, this is speaking of identity, this is speaking of who we truly want to be and maybe who we've been. Okay. Right in the middle, I have the Wheel of Fortune. So perhaps recently something really exciting happened. Maybe something's coming for us that's really fortunate. Now, the Wheel of Fortune can be a card that makes us feel like only good things can come of it because it's Wheel of Fortune. The unfortunate thing about Wheel of Fortune is this card can be extremely unforgiving when it's on the lower polarity. When we're trying to figure out what is for us, where is the abundance coming from, when we're feeling like we're not getting our fair share, this card can kind of remind us that the world is literally always giving and taking, and that shit's overwhelming as fuck. And for the card to be upside down, that's what's also stressful, is that this is another card where the energies are not enough to be flipped. And so maybe it feels like right now in particular there are a lot of things that are going left, a lot of things. The world is a circus. You may feel like, damn, if it's not one thing, it's a fucking another. It's just a card of exasperation. Again, both of these cards are similar in that they are wayward energy when they're not aspected properly. Thankfully, on the top, we got the Ace of motherfucking Pentacles. So it don't even matter, baby. You about to get the motherfucking money. The bag, the house, whatever it is. It's coming, Dory. But in the midst of everything, I find that you've had to change exactly who you are, who you've been. You've not been able to maintain. And again, all of the things that are coming, all of the things that have you crying, fucked up, down bad, screaming, writing letters, maybe even a diss track, whatever that is. Just know, babe, like when your money fucked up, when you're going through things, when you're going through trauma, it can feel like, am I even supposed to be here? Yeah. Yeah. Your story is one that we need to hear about. And again, all of the cards that are popping up are telling me that some wayward things have been happening. But also, as I said, the identity of you has literally shifted. I feel like if you were to talk to Dory from last year, y'all would not even know what to do with each other, because the Dory before and the Dory now, polar opposites. There's just a completely different way that you're handling things things now and how you're handling other people. On top of that, the money coming, bitch, finally, my God. Ace of Pentacles don't play, bitch. Ace of Pentacles is like, sweetie, you planted damn near a money tree. So being able to have the money, being able to have the support, being able to have all that stuff, that's unfortunately not the case. You're going to unfortunately just be able to get the bag. And again, I know that was not what you was trying to do. You was not trying to be just somebody focused on money, focused on getting things, focused on material possessions. I know that. The cards know that. But the cards know that you had to change. You had to really start thinking about your legacy. What kind of fortunes are coming into your life that you're planning for? So again, big Capricorn energy, big mother of fucking pentacles, big Capricorn, December, some January in there, okay? So just know there's money coming, but it's going to take a little bit. It's not coming just yet. I feel like wait till the snow come. That's when we going to see some coin, but the coin's not coming fast enough. Trust me, I know that. And again, it being on the top is good. I know the cards were trying to tell me you need good news. You need to know about that debt. You need to know about that repayment. Trust me, it's coming, bitch. But babe, don't let this shit change your ass no more, okay? Don't let them change you too much, okay? Now you need a contract. Now you need, that's okay. But don't get to the point where, you know what I mean, you're going to need their firstborn. You're going to need collateral. If it gets to that point, just don't give the money, okay? Just don't share. Just keep it to yourself, because it's very much giving like, whoa. People will really see you go through a lot and not even think like, do you need support? Like, how are you doing ever since I played with you? Again, it's not your fault. I'm sorry people played games. Yeah, no, this was a read of a read of a read of a read. And when we get them tens, we're dealing with a whole new portal. We're dealing with a whole new life. Yeah. Nah, Dory definitely getting to the bag. And I feel like it's going to be probably before motherfucking winter really hit, bitch. But honestly, the way the frost coming, bitch, it might even be November. So don't trip. It's coming. There's money. There's money. But babe, it sucks that people turned you like that. You know what I mean? Because I just see somebody who was trying to be sweet, kind, loving. And now you like, fuck it, just pay me back. Just get my fucking money. Leave me alone. I hear you. I hear you. I've been getting like that too with some people. I definitely been getting like that too, but don't let them all get that same shit from you. The ones who need it, they need it. But not everybody need to be treated like that. And I know you know who. But yeah, just don't even. No. No. That read just pissed me off too. Like, honestly, it's the way I was like, not they abused your kindness, but okay. I see, babe. Dory, thank you. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Yeah. Mio, I love you. I appreciate you for everything you're doing. Please help. Please help. Are you next? And if so, do you know who comes after you? Because I'm pretty sure it's you and then someone else. Again, we're just reading some cards here, just having some good, clean fun. If you personally feel like you don't want to read about what is still alive in you, that is fine. If you have a reading that you want to hear about someone else, if you want to spy on your bookie boo, that's okay. Skipper, I know you're not next. I'm not trying to play with you. Listen, some people be taking our kindness for weakness. What up, Melissa? Hey, Katie. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad. I'm glad. Pause really quickly, though. I have never done a past life reading before. I'd be interested. Ooh, will you have to fundamentally change and uproot your life to find peace? Ooh, Mio, that's a great question. Where do you want me to pull that from? Mio's ancestors. Let us know. Give us some tea. Thank you. I believe this one is called Moon Dance. Let me see. Yep, it's called Dance of the Moon. Dance with Sophie Sofree. Sophie Sofree. If anyone wants to listen, I'm glad. All right, Mio said the bottom. Okay, sevens again. What's on the top though? Ooh, bitch. You gonna scream. You gonna scream, bitch. Ooh, you gonna scream. You gonna scream. You gonna scream. Woo, child. Your ancestors not playing with you. Okay, so first I got the Seven of Pentacles. Now we saw this card again. Yes, we got the power bottom. So the Seven of Pentacles, as I said before, is the sevens are victory. The sevens are all about trying to win something, trying to beat something, trying to make sure you're on top of something. Now the Seven of Pentacles is about harvest. It's about looking very closely at something and expecting it to move in an instant just because of your need. It's trying to move shit with your mind. It's big telekinetic power. And so I see you pulling something towards yourself, definitely. But it's not there yet. And so that's why you're asking, do I gotta leave? Does staying here even make sense? Does continuing to wait? Big fatigue. But thankfully, your ancestors is like, bitch, it's already crashing. It's already burning down. In fact, you even asking that question, sweetie, I know your bags must be already packed. This card don't sit on the top of the deck staring at the current for no damn reason. It's already a yes. It's already a baby. Yeah, listen, it's the way that you already been on travel.com. It's the way you already been on hotelbookers.com. It's the way you already been on Google Maps trying to figure out how far it is from where the fuck you are at already. You are already gone. Like, it's gone. It's already left you. The situation's already left you. Thankfully, like, the crack. The belief that things could change. The belief that things could end. Definitely. Whew. But in the middle, the things that are in the middle. Illusory success. I want to say this is Mercury and Pisces. I could be very wrong. But I know there's Pisces energy in this card. And unfortunately, when we get to Seven of Cups, we're dealing with this feeling of what is going to make me happy? What is it? What could it be? There's this thing, this thing, this thing. And that's the thing about it. That's the thing about that card. It's a trick. It's this idea that you may have that, like, once you're doing this thing, once you go to this place, and really, life is full of that. That is what life is. Like, what you're craving is life. What you're craving is experience. What you're craving is the climaxes of life. Those zenith moments. And they're here. They're already here. You're in the middle of one. The Tower card energy is never a game. It always means things are ending, and they're ending quickly, and they're cracking from the fucking top, which means that mentally we can be feeling quite out of sorts. I want to say the Tower card is ruled by Big Aqua. Big Uranus. It's also ruled by the Fool. The Fool and the... I absolutely am craving sex. I'm going to eat one right now. Right in front of you, baby. Actually, my shit melted. Ooh. One more real bite. Oh, delicious. I love lemon sorbet. But yeah, with that being said, babe, I'm excited for you because this fucking reading is not playing. Like, the Tower card being sitting right on the fucking top, like, whoa. And then the Seven of Cups is just like yearning, yearning, yearning. Desire for pleasure, desire for experience, desire for leaving, desire for going, coming, literally, like, the desire for experience of love too, like big love experiences, big, like, I'm too young to have only experienced this little bit of life. Like, that's what the Seven of Cups always yells at me. Like, there's more to life. There must be. I gotta try this. I gotta try that. And again, yes, you do. And the Tower card is not playing. The Tower card is like, I'm gonna help your ass out the door. So keep in mind, whatever you want, whatever you're pulling towards yourself, whatever you're discontent with, it hears you. Ancestors are hearing you. You are moving. You are leaving. You have to uproot. The uproot already happened in your mind. I'm telling you, once you don't have no peace in your mind about where you are physically, bitch, the way that motherfucker just disappear, the way that it starts to no longer be really what you have. So, yeah, I had to pause the music because it was getting really intense, and I really wanted to tell my friend. Oh, listen. I told you were gonna scream because, like, the cards are like, yeah, like, it's done. Woohoo! Yes, no, Mio definitely is on their way, and I'm excited. They're just such a loving, sweet person. I feel like where they live probably isn't the best place for them, but also there are so many good places for them to go. There's no one place for them. And that's an exciting feeling, to feel like there's so many places you could be. Keep feeling that. It's a beautiful feeling. Absolutely. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Mio. I love when a friend comes through. Listen. I'm just reading the cards. I'm just reading the cards. I'm grateful that I got to study them. I'm grateful for the time I had to study them and learn how to share messages. That's all I got, you know? But thank you for loving me. Thank you for caring about me, and thank you for allowing me to read your energy. I really appreciate you. Who was after Mio though? Can we know? No, literally, that's Seven of Cups is such a good card to get in the middle because it's like your stomach just telling you, like, I want to taste new food. Like, it's like your second brain telling you, like, this might not be the most comfortable place. Is Jonathan next? Hey, look at Jonathan knowing they're next. I love that. Jonathan, thank you for knowing that you're next. Did you have a question or do you want to know what's still alive inside of you? You guys can choose whatever you want. I just wanted to come up with something for the people that have no idea about tarot card readings and just want something. What up, Max? I hope you're doing well. Woohoo! Indeed. And for anyone just joining us, we're listening to Dance of the Moon by Sophie Sofree. And from what I'm noticing, there's like two Asian folk like getting it in the river, dancing hard. What's still alive? The bottom. Okay. Jonathan's ancestors. What is still alive? What is still alive despite things seeming very, very stagnant? What is still breathing despite sitting very still and not moving for a long time? What is a muscle that may still be able to be flexed but feels atrophied? What is it? Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you, baby. All the cards but one was flipped. And so, bottom card, facing right at you, Miss High Priestess. I want y'all to know High Priestess is Venus. We just left Libra season. Venus rules Libra. And so maybe last week or for the past couple weeks, maybe you've treated yourself really well. Maybe you've done some really kind things for yourself, or maybe you haven't. Maybe all through Libra season, all through the season of We Are and community, you did not even bother to treat yourself kindly. You did not really bother to pour into yourself. And again, this goes for anyone here. When we see the High Priestess, we're talking about caring for ourselves in the creature comfort ways. Because remember, Venus rules Taurus and Libra. So she likes nice shit. She likes comfort and pleasure. She loves delicious food. She loves to listen to great music. She really loves. Look at her. Do she look like she likes to have a cheap time? Fuck and no. And so because of that, a lot of us may be feeling like our divine feminine is suffering. It can be really expensive to treat yourself really good. To treat yourself costs money. So keep in mind, there are things around the house you can use to pour into yourself. There are people in your life who want to do things with you and maybe will offer to pay. Reach out. Say, hey, I really want to go get our nails done. I'll pay next time. You got me this week? Some of y'all got friends that would love to spend the afternoon with you getting pampered. And again, if you're masculine of center, pampering yourself might look different. Maybe your car need a new tune-up or something. Maybe it's time to rearrange them tires. You'd be surprised who will rearrange your tires. Are you eating booties out here? Are you eating putonkatongs? Come on now, you buying flowers and candy. Somebody want to rotate your tires. Listen, allow yourself to feel like a divine queen. I don't care what your gender is. Queen with an X, okay? Allow yourself to be spoiled and pampered, babe, okay? That's what seemingly is still alive. The desire to be pampered and cared for. And maybe you're scared to ask. Maybe you feel like it's unmanly. Maybe you feel like it's not your place. Absolutely not. Now, in the middle, things in our gut, we did have the Knight of Swords. So, or excuse me, King of Swords. So the King of Swords, big Aquarius energy. King Aqua. And so, unfortunately for you, this card being flipped means mentally, you may not really feel like you can even contextualize or conceptualize a conversation where you ask someone to treat you better, or you ask someone to do something nice for you, or you even talk to yourself in the mirror and say, Jonathan, when's the last time we got a shave, a cut, and a color? Again, I know it costs money to care for yourself, but there might be a friend. There might be a hair school that is taking people. You're a Capricorn? Okay. Heard you. Well, again, King of Swords is big Aquarius, which is our neighbor as fellow Capricorn. Our neighbor is Aqua. Aqua's motto is I know. Right now, you might not feel like you know anyone who loves you. You might not feel like you know anyone who knows the real you. And you might also really feel like you don't know anyone that would see your heart. That's not true. In fact, from what I'm seeing, right on the fucking top, and this card, as you can see, been through a lot. And this card honestly looks like exactly what it means. Carrying way too much. And because it was flipped, it's feeling like things are carrying you. It feels like you have so much on your fucking plate. And as a fellow Capricorn, I hear that. And this read could have been for me, babe. Not pouring into yourself enough and feeling like everything's on your shoulders. Something has to give. You have to be willing to say no to certain things. And even if there's no one to tell no to, maybe it's the mirror. Maybe you have to look at yourself in the eye and say, hey, we can't get this done. Some honesty with yourself might actually help you in this situation because, again, it feels like when the King of Swords is, it seems like you can't even trust your own mind. Feels like you never thinking the right things these days. And that's not your fault. You're overwhelmed. Allow yourself a day of pampering, even if you just sit still and do nothing. Even if you just sit there and just vegetate. Even if you never put on clothes or wash your ass and just relax for a full 24. You may really need that. But I hope you push yourself to at least do that shit in a nicer setting. Okay, go to a hotel for the day. Sit in a hot tub. Maybe get a massage. Do something that Jonathan has not done in a long time or would never really think to do. It might be time to stop thinking like Jonathan and think like someone that you know pampers themselves a lot. Capricorns usually have friends that do nice things for themselves very easily. Hang out with your friend that knows how to have a good time and restore themselves. Because right now, the pampering, you have not been doing shit in the way of making sure you are good physically. Your physical self is lacking. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with what you're going through right now. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing wrong is that you can really turn it around and maybe you just don't think so right now. Maybe again, you have a lot on your plate to the point where you're suffering. And again, the Venus energy of the high priestess, she is divine femininity. She is the reminder that we come from the earth. We are a part of nature. Sometimes we don't got it. And that's actually a big part of being alive, is saying no and restoring and saving our own energy. And I see you just getting down to like the red bar on your life battery. Like you're really consistently getting down to the red bar. And unfortunately, you know, it's you that feels that, nobody else. And so when you overburden yourself, you're the only person that really knows, okay? So keep in mind on how you isolate yourself by saying yes. How you take yourself away from yourself by saying yes to other people, okay? Sometimes a yes to somebody else is a no for you. Maybe stop saying no to yourself through other people's yes, okay? Because that's another form of self-harm I truly believe is the people-pleasing, is the making everybody think you got it. That's a form of self-harm, and we don't talk about it enough because a lot of people are doing it. There's so many people doing it that I think if we talked about it, it would really fuck the world up. If that TikTok was made, you feel me? How much we say no to ourselves because we said yeah to our mom, yeah to our partner, yeah to our boss, yeah to our best friend. You could say yeah to so many people, but you'll be saying no to you. Think about that sometimes, Jonathan. Think about times when you tell yourself, no, Jonathan, somebody else needs it more than you. Think about how you deny yourself. All right? Jonathan, again, your cards were very powerful. They're very important cards. I'm glad. I'm grateful that you appreciate it. I hope you have a really good night. Just thank you for taking the time to let me read anything of yours. Thank you for trusting me with your energy. We appreciate you. And yes, just thank you again, Mio, for resetting the room and just getting everybody together. Bookworm, thank you for showing love and being kind. But just thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being here. Who was after Jonathan? I also want to say let's take a wellness break. We've been here for an hour. We're gonna take about 5 minutes to use the bathroom, get some water. Isabella, you're next. Isabella, if you want to tell me, if you have a different kind of reading desire, and also what placement of the deck you want me to pull from. And then Bookworm, honestly, you sit tight, you relax. But everybody can see their place in line. Thank you again, Mio. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, we're gonna be back here. I don't know if other people can see the timer, but I've been here for 66 minutes, it says. So I'm hoping that we can all get back here by the time it says 70 minutes. So we're doing about 5 minute timer, okay? So 71 minutes is fine as well. But we'll all be back here in 5, okay? We're gonna do a bathroom and a water break. Wellness check for everybody, okay? Go to use the bathroom. Maybe tap your toes, move your body. Absolutely. No, Bookworm always be giving. That's that Libra. That's that Libra energy. Like, I love it. I love to see Libras in action. Y'all are so sweet. But yeah, as I said, everybody go ahead and take your bathroom break. Go ahead and get your water. Go and refresh your drink. Whatever you need, go ahead and take care of that. Um, and I'm gonna include myself in those people. Honestly, let me go and make sure, cause I am thirsty as hell. We made it. We're back. Hey, I'm only 1 minute late. I'm proud of me. That's awesome. I love to see it. I'm improving. I'm improving. Okay. So just to reset the room, we are starting another leg of our tarot party. We are reading about things that are still alive within us, things that are still coming, things that are out there, things that we may be feeling, don't know. I'm just here to offer some guidance, some clarity. Magical tools are for everyone. Please don't feel like you have to know every tarot card before you get the deck, babe. That would be wild. Why would these cards mean anything to you until they're in your hands? Like, just don't pressure yourself to be knowing things before you can know them. I know that's hard. I know that's easier said than done. But I promise you, the tarot, once you start to pull for yourself, once you start to pull for people, you will naturally learn what these cards mean just by pulling for yourself. Trust me. I didn't go to no special school. I've been learning off YouTube. I've been learning off the internet. That's what I've been doing. So just keep that in mind, that the internet can help us with so many things. There's so many resources online. There's so many ways to learn the tarot. You're not wrong. And with that being said, I am going to roll back up. Is Isabel here with us? I hope so. If not, we're going to give her a moment to come back. Because again, as I said, I was late coming back on the wellness break. So coming back, we're going to take our time easing back into it. Isabella said top. I heard you. Listen, let me get into it. All right, Isabella's ancestors. We are here. We are back. Isabella said, what is alive? And they want to know on the highest of keys what is alive. They want to hear the loudest message. They want to hear the scream from the deck. Let them know what is still alive. What is still here with them. What is still abundant despite feeling very scarce. What do they know? What is here? Give us the card. Ooh, is that another 8? Ooh, 8 of Cups. All right. All right, we just got that one last night, too. Ooh, a Tower. Upside down this time, though, in the middle. All right. And the bottom card. Ooh, is that my baby, Temperance? Oh, that's the Star. Okay, all right. Now, we got a couple major cards flipped, babes. We got another tarot card flipped. And again, these are major cards. The 8 of Cups, as I said, when we first started with the 8s, the 8s are very mental. 8, if you turn it on its side, looks like the brain. That's how you remember the 8s are mental, 8s are brain. With that being said, being able to have access to our mental capacities, especially when we got the 8 of motherfucking Cups. Woo! Listen, when we first see this card in most traditional decks, you'll see a man who is leaving. He is going towards the hills. The water is low. You can see the rocks. It's easy to navigate away from something. And so with that being said, the 8 of Cups, which was upside down, might I add, means that it might not be easy to navigate away. This is big Pisces energy. And so this may be a card having to do with your belief system. You may really, truly believe that it is best if you stay. It may be really a feeling of believing, it's not the right time. I can't really see too well. I'm not sure. There is a fear of losing something that, again, you may have already lost, but that feeling of, okay, I'm gonna go, is not there yet. And that's what the eight of Cups really deals with, is that desire to keep fighting, to not turn your back, to be the one. But again, a lot of times with this card, when you look at it, you are alone. And when that card is flipped, those cups are dumped, meaning that maybe you tell everybody, hey, we got to go do this thing, guys. And nobody cares as much as you. Nobody is seeing what you can see. The way you're believing, the way you're holding on to hope, other people may think you're foolish, and that's okay. Sometimes people don't see what the fuck you see, babe. That's all right. That's part of having passion. That's part of having vision at times. Having spiritual vision is unfortunately being alone because other people can't feel that if they can't see it. And having the gift of sight spiritually, heart goes out to you because, again, you'll be seeing whole lives coming and going. You'll see a lot. But will people honor what you can see? No, a lot of times you're gonna be just that crazy bitch who be saying stuff. So again, with that being said, just because you may have a knowing that it's time to stay, it's time to fight, other people may not have that intelligence. And again, it's okay to be alone right now. But I know that it doesn't feel right to be alone right now. Trust me, I get it. That's why these other cards are here, bitch. Trust me, the reading be making sense at some point. Thank you so much. Y'all are super queen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, as we keep going through this deck, I did notice the Tower card was upside down. Now, as y'all saw, we got the Tower card earlier, and it was right side up, meaning that usually when the Tower card is right side up, if you're not ready for it, it's still a lot. But when the Tower card is upside down, it can feel like there is something gnawing at you, like you're not getting something, like you should be seeing something, you should be understanding something. That thing that's gnawing away at you is perhaps the old persona, the old ways that you've had to maybe be alone and fight. Maybe there's ways that you've had to kind of be a locked tower. Maybe you felt like you had to be the one that stood tall and strong for everyone else. Maybe you felt that. But now it's time, now times are different, babe. Maybe there's a knowing inside of you that you're no longer the same fighter. You're no longer going to fight the way that you used to fight. And, other people might not see it, but you are a star. We only get this card when we're really offering something unique to the collective, when we're really coming through something, kind of soul destroying. When we're dealing with Aquarius energy, which we are, like both these cards are big aqua, okay? And Aquarius unfortunately stands alone a lot. There are a lot of times where people just don't understand where Aqua's coming from, even if they understand very perfectly well what they're feeling and what they're going through. And there's nothing wrong with you for feeling like, I've got to do this on my own. But maybe you don't have to. Maybe you can still be a unique person who has their own life path and still be interdependent. Maybe you don't have to keep on being the same person you used to be. Maybe you can be new and still be special. But maybe you can also break old habits that make you feel like you're limited, make you feel like you're limited in how you move. Maybe you feel like you could only fight one way. Now you're realizing you could fight a different way. What a beautiful discovery that you don't have to keep on being who you were. That's what's still alive in you. The you that you might have thought was lost. The fun, the play, the excitement of life. Those things are not gone forever. They're not ended. You didn't have all the fun already. I know some people can feel like that. A lot of people in like their late 20s can start to feel like all the fun I'm going to have in life already happened. No, 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 nah, nah. Trust me. I'm 34. I'm having a great fucking time, babe. Trust me. There's so much more fun to have. But you got to just trust that you're learning a new way to live. You have to trust that you're learning a new way to experience life. Maybe a new way to talk about yourself. Maybe a new way to defend yourself. Maybe you're no longer cussing people out. Maybe now you're just removing yourself. Maybe there's no more chances with you. All I know is these cards were very important. These cards were telling me that you don't have to keep on being Isabella that said yes to this or that thing. You can be the Isabella that said, you know what, I've learned a lesson. I don't want to do that no more. I'm actually not available anymore. You could say it very nice. I'm not available for that. I'm no longer available for that. Again, it just makes it seem like you're going to a business meeting. Be like, I'm no longer available for that. It's like, girl, get a blazer. Like, she's an administrative assistant, clearly. Yes, thank y'all so much. Yes, 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 yes. I'm definitely down to add more people to the queue. Isabella, thank you for letting me just take the time to read your cards. I see big things coming, but baby, you don't have to do it alone. And if people don't trust you to go with you, that just means they're not in the tribe. That's okay. You can still be finding more people like you. You could keep finding more people to be connecting with, fighting with, running with, laughing with. There's so many other people out there. I think that sometimes we can get burned out on a friend group, and next thing you know, we don't want to hang out with nobody. Don't isolate yourself. I'm crying. I'm crying. Y'all are so funny. All right, I'm looking back at the queue to see who's next. Who is after Isabella? JK, because I'm gonna look back at the list that Mio wrote. All right, it is Bookworm, and then Talia, and then Amber, then Skipper, then Pork Chop, then Rachel. Woohoo! You're so welcome, Isabella. Thank you for letting me read. SC, I'm gonna be so for real. I'm not going to be reading any cards on why you're feeling violent. I'm gonna be so for real. But I appreciate you for trying to make it spooky, scary skeleton. It's not gonna work though. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. It's not. That's not the vibe here. I appreciate you though. All right. You said, "Ooh, you pulling from the top." I hear you. You said, "Give me the good news. Give me the loud message. Give me the message off the top, the highest of keys." All right, Bookworm's ancestors. Bookworm's ancestors. They said the time of scarcity has been too much. They said they cannot suffer any longer. They said they're tired with the T at the end. All right, and we're pulling off the top and the high key. Yes, I want to see them. I want to see the reading again. You said you want to know if there's comfort and security finally on the horizon and how to get that. I hear you. All right, let's see, let's see, let's see. Ooh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Ooh. Whew. All right. Hey, I'm trying to put it together. So, it's fitting that we got the death card. Scorpios, this is your mother. And death, she's very intimidating. Very intimidating. But something I want us to remember about death is not just an ending. It's a beginning. When we leave a relationship, we are beginning our single life. We're beginning perhaps a period of grief. We're beginning perhaps a period of renewal. Think about it. When we lose a grandparent, we are beginning to work with an ancestral spirit. We are beginning to call home that ancestor, earthside, once more. We are putting them on our altar. We're finding ways to communicate with them. We're finding ways to connect with them. We're starting something new, even though there is death. We're always starting something new. There's always new life around death. I need y'all to remember that no matter who leaves us, they're allowing us to live a new life. Some of y'all new life is without someone that you really loved. They're still with us. You think that spirit gonna leave you? You think that memory is so fresh in your mind because their spirit is gone? Hell no, babe. All your memories are part of the motherfucking spirit. Your memories are part of spirit and source. Right, exact. Listen, And she was right on the top. She was on the high key, turned upside down. Meaning, and I take death very, very seriously because, again, as I told you, death is really being alive. Death is really accepting that things are going to transition all the time. We're in a transition right now. Right now, me and you, all of us here, we're all alive, right? But some of us know that there's people here with us too who are not alive. Some of us can feel their ancestors with us and they are here too. Even though we are alive, we are going towards death, are we not? We're marching towards it. Some people we know have already gone. And turn around. Look at your baby niece. Look at your nephews. Look at your cousins. Look at your best friend's daughter. Look at all that new life behind. And so, again, what's in front of us is death. And it can be scary. It can be scary to see this coming. Ooh. Listen. Nana might be here. Nana might be here. Talk to her. Talk to her. Spend some time. She might be called. Maybe she's calling. The tarot card it's a phone, baby, and it's not a one-way coconut radio. Okay? So keep that in mind. And because she was flipped, there may be a hard time to accept that there is a transition here. And again, when we've been in survival mode so long, it could be hard as fuck to start thriving. What does thrival mode look like? Again, we're so caught up in surviving, we can't even start to think about that. That's not on our fucking agenda. Our agenda is struggling. Our agenda is scrounging, scraping. And when you're doing all of that, how can you actually focus on how you're about to transition into the new, into what was always for you? I don't want to say too much about this part because I think I've had experiences where people accuse me of loving to struggle, of being happy I'm struggling. And I think people can get it twisted, like when you're in survival mode, that you want to be there. And it sucks because you're trying to communicate exactly what you're feeling, but people will still think, like, oh, they must love this. And God forbid you be in survival mode a long time and fuck around and talk about it too long, and now everybody think you just broke and struggling for your whole life. Now that's just who you are. And then you start to think, why even think of anything more? Why even believe that I could have any more? This is just who I am. I'm the girl that struggles. I'm the girl with nothing. It can be hard to let go of the reality that the struggle was never ours. The struggle is white supremacy. The struggle is capitalism. The struggle is patriarchy. The struggle was never yours to hold. So just keep in mind that as you transition into getting more, because baby, you already know there's more, hold that this period, there's dignity in the struggle. There's dignity in knowing good and goddamn well this is not what the fuck you deserve. There's dignity in seeing the ancestral trauma unfolding and you being a part of it. There's dignity in talking to people who know that too. Because people who don't know that can really look at you like you should have already made it. You should have already done something different. When there's nothing different to do in white supremacy, bitch. Don't let them lie to you, please. Because this has been a very strange period where people are really trying to hold people accountable for being poor. I've seen it. So keep that in mind. We can do that to ourselves and we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it. I just wanted to sit with that card extra long because we just started Scorpio season. And I know your birthday literally just came. Like your birthday was just upon us, baby. Like we was just here talking. So getting the death card on your birthday, your post birthday, your not your birthday eve, but your birthday part two, it could be hard. But I do want to hold that I do want to hold on one moment. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate everybody for just being super amazing. Also Mio for being an amazing mod. There have been a couple people that have been annoying though, slightly. Not gonna lie. But it's okay. It's alright. Bookworm Radio, I'm not done. I got you. Okay. So as you said, you wanted that top card in the middle. Excuse me, in the middle I called the Empress. And when we get her, we are dealing with pure love, but we're also dealing with a little bit of a spirit of, how do I put this? Wanting to be perceived more than wanting to be received, if that makes sense. Like this card upside down kind of gives an energy of don't look at me. The Empress very much desires to be seen. She loves to get dressed up. She loves for people to see her. She loves for people to know her. She loves for people to think that she is everything. She loves that. She loves feeling like that bitch. And so this card being pulled like this in the middle, it may mean that in your survival, you have maybe also neglected yourself a bit. And again, I know that it's hard as fuck to take care of ourselves certain ways when we're in survival mode. But the Empress, again, she's a reminder that the beauty and the love and the excitement and all the fun, it's not necessarily always going to be down to a coin. Sometimes it's down to a phone call. So just keep in mind that there are people that want to hear from you. There are people that want to go out with you. There are people that want to have a good time with you. There are people out there that want those things with you, but actually being able to be, feeling comfortable enough to even put yourself together to go out. Again, these cards are a reminder that you are not existing just to struggle, that you're not existing to die, that you're not existing just to go through nothing but lack. Like, this is not it. And again, I'm so grateful for the king. I'm so grateful for the king on the bottom, baby. This one was lying below, all right? King, Capricorn, Pentacle energy, which is a good energy to get, but it was flipped as well, which means that being able to be organized might be a struggle and a challenge right now. Being able to actually, you know, see the, just see the chessboard. There's something in the way. You're not really sitting on your throne right now. And again, it could be the financial expectations on you make you feel like you got to take anything. But there's ways that you're operating that kind of show that you're bending your knee and you're not standing up. And again, you don't owe nobody no performance of doing good if you're not. But you also don't deserve to cower and act as if you're not that bitch. You listen. One time I listened to my bank account balance in public and they dead ass said, "You have 39 cents." And I was around people and I was embarrassed as fuck in that moment. But the gag of it all, bitch, is babe, that wasn't the last I was going that wasn't my last that wasn't like the last time I was gonna ever have any money. That wasn't the end of my life. That wasn't the last day of earth. But in that moment, I still felt embarrassed that that's all I had. I still felt like, damn. And the fact that other people knew how bad I was doing, that shit hurt like fuck. But at the same time, other people may know what you're going through. Other people may see what you're going through. And they still don't deserve a performance of lack, if that makes sense. Again, I'm not trying to insinuate that you're doing anything different, but it may not even be that you're doing something different. You may not be doing certain things because, again, you may feel out of place. You may feel like, do I really belong here if I can't spend this amount of money? Like sometimes we don't take ourselves to our favorite restaurant because we can't buy exactly what we want, not realizing this might be an opportunity to try something cheaper on the menu. Again, I don't want anybody to think that being broke, being down bad, not having enough is a reason to just say fuck it, like I don't deserve a damn thing. Sometimes you're not buying that, $6 chocolate bar. Maybe you're gonna still get that little Hershey's joint. Maybe you still gonna hit the Dollar Tree for a bag of that Halloween candy after it's been priced out. Again, get creative, but still remind yourself that you deserve little sweet treats, especially if you are the only person in your life giving yourself nice things. It can be really fucking hard to know that other people are not gonna show up with a gift. So don't be that person to yourself. That's what I'm trying to also impart, you know? Don't be the only one that gives yourself a gift and you know you're the only one and then you be slacking on you. And it be little things you could do for yourself. Like take yourself to a new part of town and just sit somewhere. See if somebody buys you a drink. Again, you do not have to spend money everywhere. Sometimes just being in the room, packing yourself a lunch or a snack. Again, I'm not saying it feels the best to go to a bar and have to eat a snack when you're there, but you really never know. You really never know who's also there, and maybe they 100 there. Maybe they got hundreds of dollars. You really never know. I meet hundredaires all the time and they'll buy you a drink. And again, I'm not saying you gotta wait on somebody to do something nice for you, but sometimes just being in a room will inspire someone to just put a pussy, put a party on that pussy. Like sometimes just being in the room will make people say, hold up now, let me share with you. Absolutely. Again, it's little things. It's little things. Don't deny yourself little things. Don't deny yourself friendships right now. Empress, love a friend, love hanging out with the people. And again, just because it can't be brie and smoked gouda and shrimp and pasta and lobsters, it don't gotta be that. For good friends, good company, they don't give a fuck. They'll be cool with a bag of popcorn. They'll be cool with one of them popcorns you pop over the stove. You know what I mean? So for some connections, it's really just about being together. So I hope you know there's people that want to just be together. There are. Maybe you haven't met them yet. Trust that they're out there. We're going to meet so many people in this life, and some of them really don't need a damn dollar to be around us. Put your heart out there for friendship. I love you too. Happy birthday, part two, baby. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting me to pull your cards and read your energy at all twice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate all of y'all. Who is next? Who's after Bookworm? I think it's Talia. Miss Talia, are you next? Yes, absolutely. No, for sure. I feel like that death card right up top, spun around, is very much like, you know, like fuck that, like fuck dying. Oh, look at that. Libras loving on Libras. We need all the help we can get, precious. We need all the help we can fucking get. Scorpio season started with a bang. Like, I literally, me and Dane went grocery shopping, and I've been so strategic about buying a few things. And today, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna spend $100 at the grocery store. Maybe we have the rest of the month. We get back, not even 20 minutes, and they put the fucking notice on the door. Didn't even knock. Just taped everything to the door and walked away. It was so fucked. But at the same time, there was a part of me that was laughing because I have an interview for this house that I want to rent. And the person seems really interested in me and Dane. And I'm really hoping it works out because I'd love to live in a one bedroom in this house with them. Again, I wanted a 2 bedroom apartment. I did. But I feel like I'd rather have a 1 bedroom house. I'd rather have a house. I'd rather have that. And again, I feel like a 1 bedroom house seems wild. I don't disagree with you. But I do think that, like, I just feel like we'd have more space. Like, the apartments that we were looking at, none of them were, like, where we needed them to be, like, location-wise. So I'm dying. Like, I feel like Scorpio season is so sneaky. Like, that's the thing about Scorpio season. It's so sneaky. Like, you never know. Woo! Talia, are we reading what's alive? Are we reading what's still alive inside? Or are we reading something else? Let me know what we're doing, boo. I got you. And are you wanting a card read from the top, the middle, or the bottom? Right, no neighbors, exactly. How to be restored. Okay. How to be restored. All right. I got you, baby. How to be restored. They said on the top. All right. What is coming? Ooh. Ooh, okay. The cards was not playing with you, baby. Okay. So you were asking about how to be restored. You're asking about restoration. Ace of Swords facing right at you. This card is not to be played with. This is a new capacity for identity, all right? You are coming into a new way of being. You're bursting forward. There is a new mindset that you are wanting to experience on the world stage. Maybe you've been playing small, maybe most of your life, but it's not really hitting. You just can't do that anymore. It's not gonna work. I think you've actually might have found your voice after you found the mindset. And King of Pentacles, they are flipped upside down, meaning that maybe, just like in the last read, when the king is off his throne, when he don't have his needs met, when he's not being seen as a righteous, good king, it can be hard when people don't see you on your throne. There could be some financial issues. Could be. But it could also be that home, King of Pentacles really does care about where he's living at. And so maybe you might find that where you living ain't suitable for you. It's not fit for a king. I feel you. The confidence. The confidence to say this is not worth my time. The confidence to walk away. The confidence to be a fool. The confidence to say, I don't know, but I do know one thing. This ain't where I belong. Yeah, Talia. Not overly emotional, just emotional enough to go on a new path, to be new. You needed to go through that. You needed to leave that job. That was not a good job for you. That was not where you needed to be. You weren't being the Talia you want to be. That they weren't trying to grow the Talia that needs to grow now. Again, the aces are very important. Aces are seeds, little seeds being planted inside of us. You have a new seed, and the seed is mental. You don't even think the same way. You'll never be the same again. And it's for the best. It's for the best. And it wasn't easy. Maybe you had to live with somebody that tried to make you a kid again. Sometimes it don't even be family that make you feel like a baby again. But you definitely starting over. It's good. It's good. It's good news. It's good news. The fool was looking right at you. It's good. Be new. Trust it. Trust the universe. Trust the universe telling you no. Sometimes the universe says no. And we be so mad. We be like, why? Why can't I keep this life? It's not for you. This is not the life for you. You could not grow here. You could not grow here. You couldn't. And you certainly couldn't be new here. It don't seem like it's allowed to be new. It also don't seem like you're allowed to be particular. I'm crying. Like I said, Talia, trust it. Trust it. Trust that you're new. The Tower card and the Fool card are best friends. And when they show up together, they're not playing. But when they show up with a king and an ace, it means that you have to restore that crown. You have to hold your head up high. You have to know there's more for you. And if you keep on, like, hiding out, ain't nobody gonna see that. Not even you. You're not even gonna see that you're already in a new life. You're gonna keep thinking you're in that same old life because you're doing the same old stuff. You have to do new shit in this new life for it to really stick, for it to really hit that you're in a new life. All right? So if you find yourself saying, well, what if I tried this? Don't stop yourself from trying something new because that's what you're supposed to do right now. Exploring. That's what the fool does. The fool don't know nothing. So they're always somewhere new so they can learn. It's a time to learn. You might be going back to school, Talia. You might be going back to school to learn something. You might be in a training program soon. There's just new things to learn. And what great news that you're not stuck. Cause I feel like the ace of swords, that is such a internal card that can make it really hard to be anywhere you are because you just don't fit in anywhere anymore. It's a new identity. And if where you live, people are rigid, small minded, ain't really left the town they was born in, you're gonna be a threat. And before you become an enemy, before you become too different, say bye. Say I love you. Say I gotta go take this journey. I'll be back. You know? Even if you never come back, who you are right now might want to say that. Whoever you become may say, that wasn't the case. That's no longer true for me. I want you to get comfortable with saying that. That's no longer true for me. That's no longer true. It's all right. Yeah, when we see swords, y'all, swords are always going to be a moment to actually reappraise and say, you know what? I don't think like that no more, so I wouldn't do that shit no more. That's the thing. You wouldn't do that no more. You're not going to do that anymore. You're doing something else. You're not available for that anymore. Let people know what time it is, Talia. Let people know. Talia actually isn't available anymore. If you got to pretend to be your own secretary and text people back and say, she's actually out of office. She's actually no longer in office. She'll be out of office for the rest of the month. She'll be out of office till December. You know, whatever you got to do to make it seem like you are no longer around. Just so people can get off your back. Because when we're changing them as much as you're changing, Talia, you can start to feel like, damn, everybody's mad at me. Damn, my growth, my changing, my new life is making people mad at me. No, babe. It's not your new life. It's not your new life. It's that they can't find you anymore in their life. Okay? Just keep that in mind, y'all. When people can't find you anymore because you're in your new life, heavy as fuck, having a good old time, when people can no longer find you, you're no longer available, that's when things start to go left. Because people start to realize you're no longer a part of their routine. It's okay for you to not be a part of their routine, right? Like that, those people, you don't care if you're part of their routine, right? But they care if you're part of their routine. So keep that in mind. Sometimes people will try to keep us in a life that we're gone. We're gone from. But do they know we're gone from that new life? Do they know that we left? Do they know that we're hurt? I feel like take this time to just communicate with people about how you gotta go, Talia. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah. So much love to you, friend. Yeah. Don't let people try to trap you in their chapter. Cause they're in their chapters, okay? Let people have their chapters. Cause you again, you know what it's like to feel like, yeah. I don't think I would do that anymore. I don't think I care about this anymore. I don't think I love this anymore. Allow yourself to keep on saying shit like that. Allow yourself to keep being like, you know what? I wouldn't do this again. You know what? I don't want to go down that path. Say it out loud so that you can hear yourself saying no. Because what you're gonna notice is your inner self, your inner child is gonna say, oh, they realized that this thing was taking away precious energy from us having fun. That's the thing. Our inner child is still alive. Remember when your mom used to tell you, we going to go have fun on Saturday, and y'all don't leave the house all day. She yelling at you, y'all cleaning and shit for hours. You so bored, you so sad because you thought the day was gonna be different. Just think about that, y'all, because some of y'all be doing that to yourselves. Some of y'all tell yourself, today we're gonna do something fun. And then next thing you know, you just not doing shit. And your inner child is like, I guess this is just how our life goes. Our mom lied to us and now we lie to ourselves. I'm telling you, your inner child is so smart. Your inner child is so smart. They know exactly what it is that you're doing to yourself. Listen to them. Listen to when they get let down by you. I'm glad. I'm glad, Talia. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, crying on a birthday will really have you fucked up. Trust me, I know. This year or last year's birthday, and my birthday's at the end of the year, so it always be feeling like that's setting the tone for the year, right? My goodness, there ain't nothing like having a birthday a few days before the first of the motherfucking year, bitch. I'm telling you, that shit be feeling so important. Woo! But trust me, you don't deserve to be crying on your birthday unless it's happy tears. Like, damn, I can't believe y'all showed out like this. But sometimes our sorrowful tears can really just sit with us a little bit longer than happy tears. Sometimes our happiness ain't even really promised to us. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Just thank you again, Talia, for letting us read your cards. And please remember, it's okay to be new. It's okay to not know what the hell is going on or how it's going to work out or who coming along with you. It's okay to not know none of that shit. It's okay. It's okay to start over. It's okay to move away from everybody that you ever knew. It's okay to say, you know what? I moved away from everybody I ever knew and I want to move back home. All those things are okay. Trust yourselves, please. Who's next, babies? You're so welcome, Talia. Thank you again. Thank everybody for being here. Thank everybody for just taking the time out to listen. Amber, thank you for being here. You said middle. You want to know if and when things will get better. All right, we got a time reading. I hear you. Amber's ancestors. They need to know, is there a break? What is coming? What is there to look forward to? Is there finally rest? Is there finally love coming in? Is love pouring in? Is the universe opening up its heart, its hands? What do we have? Ooh, we getting this card a lot, baby. Ooh. Actually, we haven't gotten that card yet. Ooh. Okay. So, the first card that I pulled was the Eight of Pentacles, and I really love this card, y'all. This card is really exciting. This card was facing towards you, so it was positively aspected. We'll say that. And so when we see this card, typically we see a man who is literally making money. It is a Virgoan energy. I want to say it's Saturn in Virgo. I want to say it's Saturn in Virgo. It's literally making money, literally creating wealth, creating your own destiny, creating your own luck. This card is important because it's a reminder that a lot of the things that you want are they're attainable. You can work for them. They're things that can happen for you, but they do take mastery. And so some of your depressed energy might be better communicated through work. And I don't mean just like work to like make someone else rich. I mean actively pouring into something you love to do. This may be a call to get your tools out. And any tool that you have. If you're a chef, maybe it's time to learn some new recipes. Maybe it's time to start making plates. If you're a uh, if you're an artist, it might be time to get out your paintbrushes. But there's something that you know how to create or will learn how to create that will make it easier for you to navigate, will make things more solid and stable so you can keep on living in the way that you want to. On the very bottom, I did get the Lover's card facing towards you. And this card is very Libra centered, very Venusian, very Venus energy. And we are one day away from Lover's card energy. And so, what this card communicates to me is hey Medusa, you may have lost a relationship. You may have not been able to carry on a friendship even with someone that you really loved. Maybe that's part of your depression, your sadness. Uh, I'm not saying it's only those things, but the Lover's card does also speak to community. Not having people around you that just love you, just care for you, just see it for you. That's hard as fuck. It's very hard and uninspiring to be around people that really don't see you, really don't love you, really don't show up for you. Lack of community can kill us. So I'm getting, at least from those two cards so far, that if you pour yourself into something that actually makes you happy and actually makes you feel like you're doing something great, something that you already know that you're interested in, something that you may think would be a joy to physically engage in, that might actually lead you closer to community. And that's part of what you're lacking. However, right on the top, Queen of Cups, big Cancer mother. She is a reminder that we need to feel and express and live our emotional life. Think about the crab, okay? We're dealing with Cancer energy, so we're dealing with crabs, okay? We're dealing with crabs. They live partially on land, but they do go in the water and they do put themselves in positions to where they have to use other strengths. And so this series of cards is a reminder that you're not just here to learn things to gain money, that there are people out here that love you and want to care for you. Life is not just about struggling and making ends meet. It's also about the kisses, the softness, the sweetness, the pleasure, the friendship, the camaraderie, the group hang sessions, the collective liberation that's possible. But getting out of the house, getting out of the energy of I have to isolate from community to protect myself, trusting that love is there. A little bit harder, but I think the Queen of Cups is reminding you to feel, to not turn yourself off. Don't just start working and then forget that you need a social life. Don't just go and like pour yourself into something that's gonna pour you away from making friends. Right now, what you need is friendship, and what you also need is the ability to cry and emote and feel deeply with others. And again, it's time to maybe learn a new skill. And I think that it's important that in between the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen, we have, the Lovers. We have that Libra energy, that spirit of we are. And so if you read the mottos of these cards, the energies, we have Virgo. We have, I hate that I'm blanking on the Virgo motto. Does someone remember the Virgo motto? I'm trying to remember. I know that Virgo rules the hands. I'm pretty sure it's like I create or I make. Someone help me, please. But I feel like with the Virgo energy of the Eight of Pentacles and the Libra energy, we are, and then the Cancer energy, I feel we are, and there's one more. Actually, I have another phone. Pause, because some of y'all might not have another phone, bitch. That's why I got another phone. For moments like this, when I forget what the motto is for Virgo. I analyze. Thank you. Yes, I analyze. I feel. We are. So there's a lot of thinking going on right now. There's a lot of trying to figure something out, but there's also a lot, perhaps a lack of feeling, and a lack of feeling like you're a part of the collective. And so mentally, really caught up, but not just mentally really caught up, also feeling like you're in this by yourself. You've got to figure this one out. You don't. You really don't, Amber. So just please keep in mind your depression, you are in this collective with us. We are depressed. Okay? We are. We are depressed. You are not analyzing too much, but it is time to feel. You must get out of your mind. You must get out of the crab on land energy. You have to go towards the water. And this Scorpio season, and Scorpio is I obsess, you may find that mentally you're out of sorts. You may find that mentally things are not adding up. Keep on talking. Don't stop feeling those feelings. You could never be doing too much. Would never. I appreciate you so much for letting me read your cards. Just thank you, Amber, for the time. I am gonna offer that we take another wellness break. I feel like this one, since it's 1:23, I think that we should take it to 1:30. So we're gonna do a little 7-minute wellness break, a bathroom break, a snack break, getting more weed for me break. We're doing a breakiana. All right, you're so welcome, Amber. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, folks, we're taking a little 7-minute break. Yes, I am about to go right into eating my apples and motherfucking peanut butter. Sure am. Sure am. I got my. Oh my god, I fucking love a pink lady apple and some honey roasted peanut butter, bitch. Yes, as you should. As you should. There's just something about so many Libras being here. Trust me, Scorpio season is not a game, y'all. Y'all are not wrong. You're not wrong for feeling uneasy. You're not wrong. Low key, I go to like this grocery store that's kind of like a Whole Foods, but it's cheaper. But excuse me, Whole Foods has fresh honey roasted peanut butter. Like you have to press a button and it makes it. I personally feel like theirs is better, just because it's a little looser in texture. This one's a little thicker. I don't mind it, but I do like a looser. I do. I am that girl. So yeah, no, Pink Lady Apple with the honey roasted peanut butter, baby. I'm telling you, there's just something about it. It's the protein, okay? And I read recently that like nuts are really good for your endocrine system. Seeds as well, avocado as well. So I've just been trying to get on that. Oh, that's super cute. Halloween cupcakes for your birthday sounds adorable as hell. Okay, we have 5 more minutes left of this break. So if anyone needs to use the bathroom, get some water. I feel like I'm good on everything. I'm gonna go wash my hands though before I do any more card work. But yeah, if anyone needs to get some water or some snack. Yes, what kind did you make? Did you use orange frosting? Honestly, orange frosting tastes so good. That's one thing I love about Halloween is when people use the orange frosting. Ugh. Alright. BRB. BRB. Okay. We're almost back. We're almost back. Swear. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting better. I'm late by a whole minute, but it was for a good cause. I got cuter. I know, right? Anyways, okay. What's going on? What's going on? Chocolate cupcakes with purple, orange, and purple ice cream. Icing, yum. That sounds super fucking tasty. Thank you for telling us. Did you use the recipe? Do you be using the box? Let me know. I'd be wondering. I really want to demystify cakes. I'm a cookie person. Yay. I'm so glad. This chat is so blessed. I'm so happy. Shout out to the trolls leaving us be. Thank God. Scorpio energy. Woohoo. That fucking Neptunian. Thank you. I'm obsessed with this braid like style. Like this is just the best hairstyle I've had in a long time. I just feel so beautiful. And I have so much hair left over. Like the next time I do it, I'm gonna do like thick ass, long ass patcha braids. Maybe like 20 of them total. Like down to my asshole. Like honestly, like I'm doing maybe down to my feet, bitch. Like honestly, like I'm gonna have the OD long. No, baby, I need a salad and some other things too, baby. Probably some crispy chicken and some of the good egg and some of the good cheese. Absolutely. Damn. Fat people like salads too, but we want other stuff with it. Listen. Trust me, I get it. Trust me. Like, it's the way I crocheted these hoes. It's the way I crocheted them. When do I have to leave the apartment? Friday. But we're trying to be out of here by Thursday, if possible. We're really trying to like make it out of here. We have an interview tomorrow with this house. Really hope we get it. It's by a person like renting the space versus like a corporation. So we're hoping that they like us. We're hoping so hard that they like us. But at the same time, if it doesn't work out, like we have other things on our agenda. But I just found that house so randomly. I'm really hoping it works out. It'll be so funny if it does. Um, yes, exactly. And I'm gonna do like beads, probably like those wooden beads. Like I'm gonna be so dramatic. Like I'm telling you, I love putting braids in. Like that's one of my favorite things about winter. Like people think that this is wig season, and I don't disagree. But I feel like if you keep your scalp done pretty good, you keep your scalp moisturized and shit. I think you could do a lot with braids and protective styles during the winter. But I think it's about sealing in that moisture. Damn, bitch, how I have my lighter this whole damn time? Like, that is the shit that don't be adding up for me. Like, how? Like, really? Really? And watch me have brought it to the bathroom for no fucking reason. Like, I'm really that girl. Like, I'll really fucking protect my lighter. Okay, so the person that was next in line, I am so sorry for delaying you. Who's next, though? Someone tell me. Absolutely. The goth vibes definitely activate at a certain point in, I want to say October. Let's be real though, it's September. I feel like that first cold day in September, everybody's getting gothic. Low key, bitch, when I was younger, there was this boy that I used to know. He was like the downstairs neighbor's child, and he used to think gothic was gothlic. And he used to be like, "Are y'all gothlic?" That shit used to kill me. He was little as hell though. Okay, Skipper, Pork Chop, Rachel, and Mike. All right, bet. All right. I did, Justin. That I did. It was not a fatty, though. All right. Skipper, if you're still here, I'll be amazed. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was a troll for like most of this. So if Skipper's still here, I'm shook. But if Skipper's not here, whoever's next, let me know. Um, Oh, yes. Okay, gothic. Okay. Weird. Okay. Well, if Skipper's not here, who's next? Let's see. If Pork Chop is here, you're next. I'm gonna give Pork Chop a moment. If Pork Chop's not here, Rachel, I believe I saw you a few moments ago. Hope that's real. But if not, no worries. You know, it's getting later in the night, and we're already 2 hours in. We're definitely past midnight, so it's all good. If Rachel's here, we're ready for Rachel. Mike, we just saw that you're here as well. Mike, if you'd like to go after Rachel, just make sure you get your question. Or if you don't want to have your own question, you want me to just pull for you, just let me know. But Rachel, hey, I'm crying at you saying pork chop. Rachel, I think it's you. I think it's you. Just because I think pork chop might have went to sleep, which is okay. Oh, Noosa yogurt is really nice. I like the Icelandic skyr though, the SKYR. That shit is fucking so creamy. Yes, Rachel, if you're ready, let me know. If you're not ready, it's okay. Take your time. If Mike is still with us, let us know. Hunter, shout out. Shout out to Hunter. Got you. Got you, babes. You are God. Hope you have a good night. You as well. Okay. All right, Mike, you're still next. Just wanted to check in. Rachel said you want to go for the middle and you have a question about your next transition in life because you recently had to move in with your parents. Okay. What a transition indeed. All right. Rachel's ancestors, Rachel's spiritual team, all of Rachel's set. Come through. Come through. Because now you know Rachel ain't comfortable. So what's that? Tell us about this next chapter. Tell us about what's going on. Give us something. And they said they want from the middle. So something for the gut chakra, something for that solar plexus. Oh, November Scorpio. How beautiful. Grateful for you to share your energy with us at all. Now you said the middle. We're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming. Okay, ooh, 6 of Wands. All right, 6. Ooh, right up top, the moon. And on the bottom, okay, Paige. Okay, Paige. All right, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When we get our 6s, we are dealing with childish energy, which is fitting. But the 6 of Wands can be a hard card to hold just because there's so much going on with the 6s. There's a pregnancy here, a pregnancy, a childhood energy, but also a lot of energy, a lot of energy with the 6s, a lot of desire to prove that you've done something, that you can create, that you're capable of holding something, that you're capable of being in charge, that you're capable of showing how much growth there is. And I think the thing about the 6 of Wands, at least from my perspective here, I think that moving back in with your parents can be disorienting as fuck. It can feel like you have kind of regressed physically, which is not true. But being around your parents can really kind of put you back in your place a bit. And so there may be a little desire to kind of cause some commotion, maybe shake things up a little bit, maybe be a little bit inner teenager about stuff. There's nothing wrong with being upset or feeling like you actually have to emote a little bit louder. But I do think that finding a safer space would be most helpful. I also want to be candid that the sixes deal with like maternal and child energy, all of them. So I do feel like there is this desire to kind of prove in ways that you're not a kid anymore, even though you may feel like I'm back in my childhood bed, I'm back in my childhood home, I'm back with people that make me feel a little bit smaller, a little bit younger than I really am. Again, it can be disorienting to be in a place like that, but I do believe that this transitional period is one where you have to remember that just because you are somebody's child doesn't mean that you are a child anymore. And just because someone may be trying to push you around doesn't mean you can't push back. But I would suggest, just from what I'm seeing with the moon being up top looking right at you, there could be this feeling of, I don't know what's gonna happen next. The moon up top kind of shows an emotionality. The moon is ruled by Cancer. So even though you're a Scorpio, you are still not as freewheeling with the emotions as the Cancers can be. And so this transitional period is, from what I'm noticing with the moon coming up next to that six, there's a desire to maybe express oneself more, a little bit more emotionally. There may be more journaling this time, more broody music, more angsty playlists. You may find yourself again regressing into an angry teen again, but maybe this time she knows exactly why she's angry. Maybe this time she knows exactly how to cope through the anger and the rage that's being brought up. Like maybe this time she has a membership to Pinkberry and can take herself for a lovely sweet treat and to hang out with a friend more easily now than before. Yeah, this is a reset that is kind of, again, as much as it's about like accomplishments and showing what you can do, there's also internal turmoil around what you're actually allowed to show. And again, this could be a parental thing where like maybe your parents are a little bit more conservative and how you express has maybe always been kind of seen as too much. And so now you're realizing I actually wasn't too much ever. And so now I can go a little bit harder. Maybe you're allowing yourself to feel a little bit deeper, be a little bit more spicy, a little bit more caustic at times. Like perhaps you might have hid how angry you truly were or how much you were hurting as a child, and maybe it's coming up now. Allow yourself that. Allow yourself the ability to actually be hurt as fuck. And yeah, everything's not okay. Allow that. Because allowing space for that feeling of like I'm actually so mad, there's going to also be equal space made for, and now I'm, dancing to my favorite song. Maybe I'm scream, sing, crying. Maybe I'm painting. Maybe I'm calling that friend from childhood who knows exactly who I was before everything happened to me. Like, there may be a desire to actually go back to ground zero of an emotional, painful event. Allow yourself that trip, allow yourself that move. Rescinded after a year. There's just something that feels like lawsuit to me about that. Like, how do you take my job back after a year of me working it? I don't know. It sounds like a call to the EEOC for me, friend. I'm really hoping that you push to like, not just heal, but also like maybe see if there's some investigations that can be done. That doesn't sound normal to me. For you to be working a job for a year sounds like an energy harvest. Sounds like they were maybe using you to maybe even, because here's the thing, some jobs will hire you to create training material for your replacement that they're gonna pay a cheaper wage. So pay attention. in this conversation to maybe ways you were setting up for your replacement. That's something that the EEOC might want to hear about. Again, it's unfortunate when we gotta sue these jobs, but baby, ain't nobody gonna give you the framework for it. I promise you, and it hurts. It hurts like hell. It hurts like hell when you have to go after the job. It's sounding like they either realized they had to pay you more money and couldn't do it, or they hired someone who is cheaper. But that's just what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if you have any friends at the job who can like give you some information on your replacement, but that might be where you might want to start. But again, if this feels like something you're healing from and you don't want to go back, trust yourself. You know more than me. What feels worth it? But the last card, the Page of Swords. Now pages communicate. They're mercurial. They are they're the ones that let you know something's happening. They're big communication. And so this page wants you to know that there is a new way to behave. There is a new way to think. There is a new way to literally exist as yourself. There's a new you who exists. This is a reminder that like you're not yourself anymore. That who you were, that who you've been, that who you might have tried to be didn't work out. But that doesn't matter because you now know that you're somebody completely new. And it's a feeling that you feel that it can feel kind of like waking up and not knowing what you want to eat because everything in the fridge doesn't sound like something good to you. It's a feeling of skipping through all your music because none of these songs actually sound like they're going to help you today. They're not giving you anything today. They don't sound like medicine today. It's looking in your closet and realizing there is no clothing that communicates how emotional you feel today. There is nothing that can communicate how happy you feel today. There's no emotional clothing. There's things like that. There's so many moments that like remind you I am no longer that same person. And it can be something as small as looking at something that you used to really love and not really knowing why you still have that shit. Like, and again, maybe last week, last month, you're like, I love this thing. This is so important to me. And now you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I like that here. I don't even know if I like me here. Again, swords really do change our minds and they really do provide us with thoughts that really allow us to kind of keep branching out. And so think about when people first realize that they're trans or that they're queer. Think about how, you go from waking up in the morning and maybe shaving, maybe uh, doing all of these things to kind of make yourself look this one way or show up and be perceived one way. And then you look in the mirror, you look in the closet, you look in the fridge, and none of these things are actually calling to you, and you do not know where to begin. And so maybe in the beginning of this transition, you are researching. You're like, okay, how do I stop the hair growing on my face? Or if you're a woman who is dating men and now you're wanting to date women, you are, maybe making a dating profile on a lesbian dating site. Maybe you're reading about, lesbian bars in the area. There's so much research that goes into a new life, a new way to think, a new way to exist. And so I want you to consider all the things you've been doing to learn about yourself, to learn about your new life, to put yourself in new places. I'm sure you haven't just been at your parents' home just chilling. I'm sure you've been trying to do all types of things for yourself. Pay attention to that information. Your new identity is literally what you're doing. And so pay attention to the things that just feel so natural. Feel like things that you really need to get through the day. Feel like medicine now. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rejection is protection indeed. Thank you so much, Bookworm and Mio. for sharing this moment with me and Rachel. I really appreciate y'all. And being able to say exactly that path that passed me by, it really wasn't where I was supposed to be. That can take years. It can take years for you to really realize you are in fucking alignment. It can take years, and I want y'all to just take a deep breath and keep in mind that even in this moment, you're right where you need to be. Even if you decide in 5 minutes you need to go eat dinner, you are trusting yourself. What a fucking celebration that should be. That you know exactly where you need to be. And sometimes it's just that simple as laying in bed and thinking about all the things you did today. And maybe some of your to-do list didn't get done. But baby, you were supposed to get that sandwich from Jimmy John's. You were supposed to go and get that lottery ticket and go to your mama house and go and eat that meal with all your cousins and uncles. You were supposed to do all those things today, even if you didn't get the things you wanted to do done. Please learn how to celebrate when things are aligning with you that you did not plan. The universe wants you to be connected. They don't just want you to figure out check everything off the damn list. Some stuff is more important than getting that damn laundry done. Some stuff just is. And it can be hard to see it at that moment when you ain't got no clothes you want to wear. But I'm telling you, sometimes you look back and you like, I'm glad I didn't wash that damn laundry and get stuck at the house for 3 hours because I was outside, sitting with my nephew, watching him just enjoy life, not have to live in a household like we had to live in. Have moments where he'll remember he was watched by someone with love, not being screamed at in a hot house. Just consider all the things that you're doing that are not the same as your mom, your grandmom, her grandmother, her grandmother. Just think about all the ways that you are doing so much different shit. You are trusting yourself so much more. You are doing so much more nice stuff for yourself. And it's not to compare yourself, but sometimes we must look at our elders and say, damn, woo, and acknowledge like this ain't, you know? Yeah, bitch, tomorrow too, okay? But again, it's really important to remember like we are not doing the same shit as our ancestors. We're just not. We weren't able to. We're not able to. So just please keep that in mind. All right, Rachel, I love you so much. Thank you for letting me read your cards, but you're in a new period of life. Nothing is going to feel the same. Thank you also everybody for sending anything. I really appreciate it. It is never expected, always appreciated. Just thank y'all for being kind. And just I love you. I love you. I love all of y'all. Just thank y'all for being here. Like for real. Like this is my pleasure. Like I really love reading tarot. I'm very nosy. So that's why I like reading tarot. Cause I'd be like, what is going on out here? And again, sometimes when you're reading tarot, you might get a card that you have never really gotten for yourself. And that card for that person will never leave your mind. Like some of these cards I remember because sometimes I have pulled them and they have really hit somebody and I'll never forget that moment. I'll never forget those moments. For myself included, there's some cards I pulled that really had me crying, bitch. Had me weeping. Cause I knew it. I already knew. Sometimes the tarot just confirm what you already felt. Absolutely. No, Rachel. Just thank you for just taking your time for us. Just thank you for being candid, but also keep in mind that if you ever want to talk about your job being a mess, I'm down because I'm in the middle of talking to the DEI department, the EEOC. Like I'm learning a lot about filing reports against people for doing discriminatory shit. So please know I come in peace. Definitely not trying to get you caught up in nothing, but absolutely trying to give you information so that you can do your own thing. Cause if I didn't have somebody at the job that's really my friend, I wouldn't have half the information I have, and it's scary. It's really scary to think that like I could sue this job. Like that scares the shit out of me, y'all. I have never had to sue anybody. And if I'm being super candid, the way that this shit went at my job, like this could really change my life, and it's not necessarily for the best. Like suing a company like that puts you in the news, like that's a thing. I don't want that. To be honest, I want to file anonymously as fuck. I don't want to be a part of this lawsuit at all. And so that's the thing too, is like sometimes things happen to you at the job and then the risk is greater than the motherfucking reward, it may seem. But if I'm being super candid, it's easy to think that the future gonna go bad when you in the present scared as fuck. So I'm trying to remember that I don't know anything and I'm still learning and it's okay. I agree, Rachel. I agree. Yes, Anthony, hey. I'm not sure if there's anybody else here. I know Mike is waiting. But after Mike, I do have some more space. I do want to check in though, about another wellness break. I feel like we just got back here from one, but I feel like in about like 20 minutes we'll probably do another. See, look, Talia, thank you for echoing the sentiments. Like, there's something about what you were saying. Rachel had me like, fight it. Because I'm fighting something, right? And so I don't want to tell you not to do what I'm not doing. I'm not sitting there. Not saying you're just sitting there. I'm just saying I don't want you to think that I'm like, I would encourage you to do something if I didn't see the worth in it. Because I am scared. But there's also a part of me that's like, bitch, if we win the case, like if the case is won, I already know. Like I'm buying my friend a car. Like if I win the case, I am literally buying my friend a car. Like that's all I want to do is just make sure the friend that's helping me gets her needs met because she could lose her job trying to help me, and the whole point of this job is just to get a fucking car. Isn't that fucking sick? Like a rampant abuse. And if she had a car, she'd quit and she would be on my side. But she has to be working more covertly than me and I hate that for her. But Rosa, yeah, put yourself on the queue if you want. You're super sweet. Mio, you know what? Before I came, I was like, damn, I wish I like would have reached out to Ahmad before I did this tonight. And you've been really amazing. So just thank you for just being here. Just I feel like the universe really was like, hey, you gonna be good. Tonight we gonna figure it out. And so I'm just grateful. Thank you for being you. But yeah, no, I think it's Mike and then it's Rosa, and I think then we're done. Unless anybody else comes in, but I'm hanging out. I have to stay up tonight and like pack. Like I really want to actually get some stuff in the storage unit tomorrow. Cause I really don't wanna be last minute trying to get up out of here. So my plan is just to, spend the rest of the night just listening to good music and thinking of all the good memories that were made here, even though a lot of really terrible things happened here. I'm trying to remember I can celebrate. Of course. Yes. It's really for yourself. Yes. Thank you so much, Talia. Yes. Just thank everybody here for bearing witness and being kind to each other. It's been really lovely tonight. Obviously, there were some trolls, but I feel like they were very tame tonight for the most part. I swear, tonight felt like a honey roast. I'm just glad. Just thank y'all. Thank y'all for being y'all. Thank y'all for being here. All right, so I've been trying to see if Mike was still here. I think Mike might have fallen asleep, which is okay. Rosa, if you're ready, I got you. But nobody is after Rosa so far. But I did want to say that if anybody else wanted to go after Rosa, I got time for you. If somebody who already got a read wanted another read, I got time for you. Just wanted to put it out there that I feel like I got another 40 minutes in me. So we're starting now with 40 minutes, okay? We got 40 more minutes of me being here and present with tarot. And then, we're probably gonna transition into something else. But I'm really grateful that I got to be here. It feels really good. I know that there are some people out there who they get their tarot cards out and they hope somebody will come and get read. The fact that I had a list of people, the fact there were people who wanted to be read My heart is swelling. Just thank you. Just thank you for allowing me to practice what I love and be present. Um, yeah, of course. Yeah, shout out to the brown hearts. I feel like the brown hearts look so fucking cute. I feel like people rarely do brown hearts. Just thank you. Thank you for the brown ones. I love the brown and the black hearts the most. I feel like the white ones too are nice. You're starting dating yourself journey. Ooh, Rosa. I'm excited as fuck to read this one. Rosa's ancestors. Rosa is starting a self-love journey that is leaving the home, that is transitioning out of loving oneself privately. Rosa is taking themselves outside and on dates and on trysts and on excursions. They need some guidance. Ooh, was that Mike? Oh, Mike, you're gonna go after Rosa. We already started shuffling, but I got you next, baby. I got you next, Mike, for real, for real. Okay, Rosa. What is there to learn? What is there to share? Ooh, we left. Not we fell. Are y'all good? Who had a contusion? Are we all right? Say help if you hurt. Yes. So now we're back. Rosa's ancestral team, just let us know what are the words of wisdom to share with Rosa in this time. What are the secrets being revealed? Give her just some insight on this self-love journey and this transition. Ooh. 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 Okay. Yeah. All right. And Rosa said she wanted it from the top. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, first things first, we got the Page of Wands. As I said before, the pages are messengers. They love to pop out with their horn, their bullhorn, and they like to let you know what's going on. And this Page of Wands, wands are fire. Wands are Aries, Sag, and who's the last fire boy? Leo. Pause. So I feel like when we get this Page of Swords, excuse me, Page of Wands, Page of Fire, once we get a message of fire, a message of life, a message of newness, a message of ego, performance, we can kind of, I feel like when we're hearing from the pages, we're hearing that there's a new adventure. There's new self-actualization. There's new building here. There's new firm foundation. And I know we can think of the earth when we think of firm foundation, but I want you to think of Sagittarius. I want you to think of Aries. I want you to think of Leo. I want you to think about how much fire, tenacity, willpower, confidence there is. Sag is I seek. Leo is I will. Aries is I am. Those are powerful things to be speaking. And so the page is a reminder that you will, you are, and you see. And so, with that being said, this page is a reminder that you are always and have always been worthy of dating. You've always been worthy of treating kind. You've always been worthy of looking at with love. Demonstrating this type of love with yourself is honestly probably quite revolutionary, especially since I believe you told us recently that you're involved in a poly relationship. And so opening your heart to other people to love, not just your primary, that was a big step. But taking back love from others by making sure that you're getting the most of it, that is a practice that very few femmes are on, and it's not because we don't want to be. It's because we live in a world that tells us that men validating us is the most important thing, and some of us are still trying to work through that. And so there's a reminder that you might be alone. That's one of the messages the page is telling me. You might be alone, but you won't really be because you're going to be with yourself. So that feeling of loneliness may feel very physical. But if in those cases, hold your own hand. Remember, and I don't mean to be on some like anti-ableist shit. I'm saying that I believe you have two hands. I believe you can hold your own hand. I believe you can hug yourself. Like there's so many things we can do with our hands for ourselves. It's so exciting to think like that. You know, like think about when a lover strokes our cheek, we can really do that for ourselves. And we can really give ourselves a more intense squeeze or a gentle caress. I want us to just really think about the ways we can really love on ourselves. It's not just taking yourself out on a date, it's also reprioritizing what kind of touches feel good. It's about figuring out how to touch yourself again, perhaps. But I will say that in the middle, I got the star card looking right at you. And this is an Aquarius card that is a reminder that you are so fucking special, so rare, so unique. But we can lose that a lot, especially when we're dating people, especially when we're thinking about, did we eat lunch? Did we get the groceries? Is the light bill paid? The domesticness, and even with polyamory, we can feel like just another bitch out here, and you're not. And so doing this is going to be another practice of how special you are. And as I said, you may feel very alone at times. So make sure that there are a lot of mirrors that you stand in. Maybe decorate them. Maybe put some kind words on them that you can see next to your face. Maybe put some flowers, press some flowers in a book and put them on the mirror. Just again, remind yourself that you are a bad bitch. And again, when you're dating multiple people, when you have a primary, there are people that are going to tell you that. Sure. But you really have to practice telling yourself something and knowing it for you, not allowing anyone to say anything else. There's going to be a rough time. I'm not going to lie. A lot of these cards are flipped. The first one was... Wait, the first one was it, but the star card was. It was not looking at you. But the Five of Wands was flipped as well, which I'm going to be real with you. The Five of Wands being flipped sucks because the fives are fucking evil. I'm going to be so for real. When you get the fives, we're dealing with harshness without any gentleness, and that is what evil is. Also, your shit going out. But when people are being harsh and there's no way around it, when people tell you who you are, they don't ask you, that's evil. When people treat you like you're nothing and you know you're something, that's evil. So I feel like this card, the Five of Wands, looking how it's looking, there's a fight. There's a fight happening, and it's not internal. You may find that there are other people that want your time during this time. Some of your lovers will not take this easily. And it's unfortunate because, again, I think that loving someone can be such a journey. Seeing someone become more of themselves can be so exciting. But I do think that there are some people out there that we date that aren't really realizing that you are free, that you are going to change, that just like the rainstorm comes and we don't know when it's going to stop, just like the sunny days come and we hope that they stay, you are just as wild, you're just as much nature, you're just as much everything and all of it and worthy at every point, at every phase. And again, some partners cannot see that yet. Some partners will really expect you to stay who you are. And I believe that this practice is one that is, as I said, it's not going to be easy, but that's not what it's about. It's about loving yourself and being worth the risk, being worth the trouble, and realizing that there's no trouble in loving yourself, that there's nothing too big for you to give yourself. Absolutely. Yeah, no, this deck really, or this spread rather, was a reminder that again, we do not know what we're doing. And being new somewhere can scare the shit out of us. Like, think about going into a new place to get your hair done. You really feel like everyone is looking at you. Nobody is looking at you. You're feeling that though. Those feelings can be so powerful being perceived. But I promise you, friend, that feeling of knowing who you are in the room, of knowing what you deserve in the room, that is something you've been building for a long time. Even getting to this point is another reminder that you have been doing a lot of work. Proud of you. So make sure you celebrate just as much as you freaking out. Make sure you celebrate just as much as you're worried that you're not doing it right. Make sure you take yourself out. Make sure you take yourself to new places. Make sure you show yourself that you're worthy of new experiences. Make sure you show yourself that there's new things you might want to try to eat. Make sure you tell yourself it's okay if that thing didn't taste too good. We don't have to get that again. Just make sure you treat yourself as good as you really know you deserve. But because that becomes the new standard and people will follow what you've set as your standard for care, or they're gonna start to get the fuck out your life. All right, friend? They're gonna start to not be able to hang because you've already set a standard for yourself. Yes, we love Rosa. Yes, we love Rosa. Rosa energy is always delicious. We're so grateful. But yeah, no, Rosa, thank you for just uplifting this because again, being able to take yourself out, take yourself anywhere, do anything nice for yourself, that is so hard. I'm gonna actually smoke and walk when I damn well please, but thank you for offering something. My goodness. People be so mad when fat bitches is just living. I swear. Just thank you again. Thank you so much for allowing me to take this space and read for you, Rosa. Thank you for allowing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate. Wow, I definitely want to pull a card for the collective. For anybody who didn't get a read. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm almost Miss Mike again. Mike, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mike said, "Do my wife have me on mute right now, or we're on the phone?" Mike, I'm crying. I'm crying. Mike, I cannot read that. Mike, I cannot read that. My tarot cards cannot tell you if your wife got you on mute while she fucking somebody else. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I wanted to help, truly. I really did. But my cards tell me it's nonsense and foolishness. And I just feel like I can't even put them through that. But I love you so much. Like, if you had a real question, I would have really helped you tonight. I really am so sorry. Yeah, Mike, again. Again, I read what you had wrote, and I just don't. Yeah, I don't think I got it. Hey, Areli, I hope you're doing good. But yeah, Mike, what I had read, it just didn't add up for me. But all love to you, all love to you. I'm gonna just pull that collective card like I had said. Um, that's the thing. You can get another read if you wanted to, Joshua. If you want another read, let me know. Um, Areli, you know what? I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna read you. Mike, I don't trust you, but go ahead and do your thing. I don't trust you though. Aurelie, do your coworker got a romantic feeling towards you? I will definitely read for you, Aurelie. I definitely got you. All right. Aurelie's ancestor and spiritual team. I know you see what's going on over there. Let me know what's up. Aurelia, are we pulling from the top, the middle, or the bottom? Of course, babe, of course. Aurelia spiritual team, what y'all seeing over there? What's going on? What's up? How he feeling? What he thinking? What are his intentions? Ooh. All right, all right, all right, all right. Ooh, ooh. All right. Okay, so this is what I got. So I got the Four of Swords, but it was upside down. And Four of Swords usually means taking a break just so you could gather your thoughts, just so you could get your bravery up. But the way that it's flipped, it's giving you actually really ready for him to talk to you. Like, it's giving, when is he gonna finally notice me, baby? Don't worry. Like, it's coming. It's coming. I know you ready. But yeah, he definitely watching you. He definitely seeing you. He definitely liking you. But I feel like him feeling you, him liking you, those are big feelings. And again, there may be a little bit of fear coming through, babe. A little bit of fear. I am gonna save the live. I got y'all. But I do have the Ace of Swords, meaning that maybe there's a part of you that's worried. Maybe there's a part of him that's worried. What I'm getting though is that there is a new identity, a new way of thinking. And so maybe, he might be listening to women in his circle. He may not want to creep you out. He may be interested, but may not want to, do too much. And so, again, you may also feel the same way that, like, maybe in the past you've been a little bit forward, or maybe in the past you've been a little bit guarded. Maybe that's why you're asking, because there's a part of you that wants to just go up to him and say, hey, we've been looking at each other for a little bit. We bumped into each other the other day and laughed and kind of paused for a little bit. What did that mean to you? What did that mean? Does this mean anything? Like, what are you up to? Again, you both may be having opposite thoughts where you may be afraid to look like desperate or look like you like him too much. He may feel the same. So both of you may be seeing each other, but you're both keeping a distance. Maybe one of y'all got to change y'all mindset. But I do have the Five of Cups and it was flipped. So it may mean that y'all are both very cautious, or maybe he's very cautious because unfortunately he doesn't have a good family system. He doesn't have people around him that love him and treat him right. He could have come from a situation romantically or even family wise where people just were not treating him the way he deserved. And so his confidence ain't really there. And maybe that's what you're picking up on, that he's attracted, but he don't got enough people in his life to really tell nobody about this. And so maybe his attraction for you, his crush for you is just living in his heart and in his mind. But if he had a friend, they would have been told him to go say something. And so maybe you'll be the one to say something. And maybe it's not you asking him on a date, but maybe it's you just saying, hey, how's your day? Something tiny like that can really open up a connection with somebody that you don't expect. And again, I'm not telling you to step out of your divine feminine and ask a man to take you on a date. I'm not doing that. But I do think that one of you have had some things go on where you just don't have the support that you need to feel secure with anybody romantically right now. And you don't have to tell me your business, but I am seeing a loss. Either family or friends, but there was supposed to be somebody around for something that happened to them. Something very terrible. And they needed support and they didn't get it. And so now, when it comes to seeing a pretty girl that they like, they're going to stare, they're going to smile, but they might not ever say anything because, and I know what this is like, having to tell somebody what you've been through, having to be honest about where you're coming from, that can be harder than just walking away and just smiling at that person and letting them think whatever they think. But actually saying, hey, I'm interested in you. For some of us who've been through abuse and trauma, sweetie, we got 1,000 more things to tell you And none of them are really things that are going to paint us in the best light. So consider that one of you, both of you, have something that you would have to tell a lover, have something that you cannot hide from a lover. And maybe that's why it's easier to ask somebody on the internet than him. Maybe it's easier to ask someone that you won't hear a no from and it'll hurt that bad. Because again, when you come from something or you've been through something, it can make you feel dirty. It can make you feel like no one's ever gonna love you because of what's already happened. Or maybe you feel like people already showed you that you were unlovable and people not running to you and trying to be with you already makes you feel rejected. Trust me, I know what that's like as well, to feel like, if they like me, they should just tell me and yell it from the rooftops. Whole time, I would never do that. Because I've never felt that safe in a connection to tell somebody my feelings that emphatically. I am now, but was I always? Hell no. And it didn't matter what kind of relationship I was in. Feeling safe to say, I love this person, I care for them. Feeling safe to say, I want to take you out, I want to go out with you. Those things take a lot of confidence. So just consider that maybe right now he don't got it, but it's not because you're not worth it, all right? Don't take it too personally, friend, because from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of pain that this person may be hiding from even themselves. But keep on smiling. If you want to ask them how their day is and go a little deeper, feel free. But I think that unfortunately for you, this person has a lot of baggage. And so they may not want to become a burden. And that happens too, where people obviously like you, but they can't get you too close. Because if you saw what was really going on, you might never talk to them again. So keep that in mind, all of y'all who got a cute person at work that keeps smiling at y'all, got a person at work that keep on making it seem like they might talk to you one day. Sweetie, their silence might really just be fear of shame, of having to reveal where they've been. Maybe you might not want to go nowhere with them if you knew where they were from. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Not everybody's backstory people are ready to talk about. Some of us really are scared as hell, to be honest. I will pull another for you. Just because I'm a hopeless romantic and I want you to win. You know what? Will they or won't they, baby? Is it coming soon? What's up? Ooh. Ooh. You know what? I'm not going to say there's no hope, but I'll say this. On the very top, I got the sun sign reversed, meaning that somebody got to have an ego death. Sun, Leo, I will. What won't you do? What are you refusing to do in this connection? What is scaring you? What's stopping you from saying hello first? From saying, let's go out first? That's what I see. A fear. There's a fear of being seen. Oh, so you have done it before. Well, yeah, no, then it must be him. He definitely doesn't want to be perceived. Like he's going through something. He's definitely going through something. And this is on the bottom, Two of Pentacles. So personally, I feel like financially, like I think like when he gets some money, babe, like low key, that's what it's giving. It's giving like when he gets some money, and I hate to say this, but I feel like with the Leo flip is giving like not summer, bish, not summer, not summer. Maybe winter. I could see winter. I see Capricorn energy, but I also got the Five of Wands right in the fucking middle. So, as I said, like fives are evil, fives are harshness, fives are fighting. And so I do think that, like, as you said, you've been rejected before. I feel like it's deeper than rejection. You've had people fight with you about love and connection. You might have had somebody be like, I didn't even like you. And you're like, how the fuck is that possible? You were talking to me for months, years, like decades. Like, again, you've had people lie about love, lie about connection, lie about liking you, fight with you in love, make you feel like shit. Yeah, I honestly, let this one just play out, babe. Let this one play out. Do not get yourself too caught up. It's feeling like you may not be ready if this person, even if this person was ready, it don't sound like you're ready just yet. So again, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. You have some work to do too. You have to, and listen, when we were talking to Rosa, you got to take some dates. You have to take yourself on some dates as well. Again, you have to set a standard for love for yourself, because that's part of your fears. Like, what is this person gonna bring into my life? If you already think it's chaos and confusion, babe, it's gonna be hard for you to not think that even when it's good. Yeah, no, I didn't feel like you were rejected by him, but I'm definitely feeling like there is this fear of someone really seeing your heart, really seeing you go after them. Like Leo energy, very much like, oh, I love them, I fuck with them. Like Leo, very loud. Like that flip of the sun, like you not very comfortable telling people how you feel. And so the fact that you care enough to ask the spirits about this person means you do care. But I know that it can be hard to show that you care now. I get it. But listen, don't let them win. That's all I gotta offer. Don't let them win. Don't let nobody who made you scared of love win. Hell no. Hell no. Especially when you've met someone who's inspiring good feelings. But listen to me, hear me. You've already looked stupid before, babe. It's happened before. And what happened? You lived. You lived to tell the tale. Trust me, it's not worth it to say love might not work out because I got hurt before. I get why you would pause. Discernment is real. I get why you're pausing. Like trust yourself. But I personally feel like you are not ready for this. I feel like you're excited about this, and that's okay. But you're not ready just yet. And I feel like you're not ready because you won't even talk to them. And again, your feelings towards them are valid as hell, but your fear is part of the healing. Honor that fear. Maybe it's time to bring out them old journals and think about who tried to get you before. Think about how much they didn't get you. Think about how you hear now from desire. Think about how like look back, baby. Look where you used to be. You used to be like, I ain't talking to nobody. I don't want to be with nobody. Can't nobody touch me. He definitely does. But baby, you are scared. This read is all about you at this point. There's a fear, there's a block, and that's why this can't happen right now. Trust me, this might be the moment where you realize, damn, I'm standing in my own way. Maybe so. These cards really do like seem like someone that wants to be seen, but you hiding behind trees and shit. Like it's giving I'm doing my makeup for the gods, but I put a big bang in front of it. It's giving I'm wearing a hat and a disguise, dressed to the nines. Again, stop hiding yourself. Don't let them win, friend. Don't let them win. But I hear you if you have been. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. But no, it's definitely, yeah, the Leo energy popped out with that sun card. You want to be seen. You laying low in the grass, but you want to be seen. Listen, don't just start being different for nobody else. If it's time for you to pop out, if it's time for you to let it be known, do that. But just know, it's time for you when it's time for you. You're not behind. Don't feel like you're behind. But loving on you first, yes. And again, people be saying, love yourself, love yourself. Sometimes loving yourself is acknowledging that you are not feeling yourself. Sometimes loving yourself is being like, damn, I'm hurt. And sitting with yourself. Sometimes you gotta hang out with your inner child. Sometimes romantic love fuck you up so bad, you gotta go get juice boxes and motherfucking fruit snacks again. Sometimes you gotta watch a movie from your childhood to get right back to adulthood. It happens. A lot of us are time traveling. Somebody might have hurt us, and now we back in the third grade again. Now we back in our high school notebooks again. It's okay. Like if something got you time traveling though, come back to the present in your own time. Don't just try to be present for a new relationship. It's okay. That person does have attraction to you. But do you have attraction to you? Do you see why you're worth liking? These are things you gotta really know before somebody come into your life, just so that you know you're good. But having them is nice. It's nice to have somebody in our life. We don't need them though. And it's not saying we don't need people. It's just saying I don't want you to get addicted to what this person bringing into your life. I'm not trying to set you up like that. I just want you to know you are worthy of being seen. Maybe take yourself on a couple dates. Maybe invite some coworkers out. Tell some coworkers about an event. Make sure he hears about it. Don't set up a date with him. Set up a coworker date. Make sure everybody know what's popping for Halloween. Dress cute. Be an angel this year, bitch. I'm just saying. Just think ahead. A couple steps ahead. All right. You want to go out with him, but you don't want him to know yet. That's okay. Tell some people that you know gossipy about a party. Maybe throw one. Let me know if y'all need discount codes for hotels, bitch. I got them. But I'm just saying, like, have a ball. Have a ball. Let him see you have fun. Show him you know how to have fun, babe. But do that shit for you. All right. Don't just do that because you want to be seen, even though it's okay to be perceived. And one thing I feel it must be said, there is nothing that you need to do to be loved by anybody. All right. Yes, you laying low in the grass. The person that's supposed to be loving you, the people that's supposed to love you, are going to be like, oh, that's fine. And we'll see you when you come out the grass. All right? You're worth it. You're worth all of it. All right? That's what loving people is. Loving people is knowing that you're worthy of the inconvenience. It's not changing yourself to be more convenient. It's knowing that it's okay to be particular. Okay? So if you need him to come and approach you a certain way, that's okay. But maybe when y'all are one-on-one, you joke on him and say, you always looking at me. I bet you want to take me on a date. You know? Low key, babe, I'm going to give you a little tip. There's a person called Low Key Pros. This is a tip for all of y'all who don't know how to flirt. It's okay. Don't nobody know how to flirt. You got to learn. It's a muscle. We flexing them. We're getting stronger, aren't we? Come on, babe. I told y'all this is a tarot party to make sure we check it. I'm checking to see if y'all still here with me. Y'all still here? Check your pulse. I think we're all still alive, right? Yeah, we still here. Yes, Scorpio season not killing us, bitch. Anyways, Low Key Pros, LOWKEYPROSE. That person's YouTube channel, whoa. Their flirt skills, next level. So just keep in mind, there's ways to be playful with people to let them know exactly what you want. And you don't have to spell it out, okay? Take your time with this one. Liking this person is not a problem. Them liking you back, y'all going on a date. I'm not trying to tell you you're not ready for this, even though I did say that low key. What I'm trying to offer is if you know you're not ready, if you feel fear, trust that. Trust that more than your desire for something new. Trust that, like, there's something here. There's something that's kind of got you pausing. Tap into that. Sit with yourself and say, hey, why are we afraid? What could happen? And as you said, what's already happened. So I want us to think about how people in the past could be stealing the joy from the future. People could play with us and then have us sitting on the sidelines of life. Like, I'm not going to get fooled again. Baby, you're not going to get fooled again. You're not going to get nothing again. That's worth it. Hell no. Hell no. Just know that sometimes we're going to be, we're going to be real goofy out here. That's okay. Sometimes we're going to get played out. Looking like Boo Boo and the Fool. What a mess. Woo. But then we have moments and periods where we healing, listening to Janae Aiko. I am protected. You feel me? Then we have moments where we cry like, I can't believe you. You was my fucking cinnamon apple. You know what I mean? Then you have moments like that. And then you got to transition again to, I am protected. You know what? That's what life is. Life is, falling in love with something, someone, some place, some job, and then realizing that shit wasn't for you. And back to the motherfucking drawing boards. But how motherfucking lucky we are to be able to sit at the damn drawing board and draw something new. Some of y'all are scared to pick up the pen. Some of y'all are scared to sit down and plan it out. That's okay. What if I told you that's actually normal as fuck to be afraid as hell about drawing the wrong conclusion about the future? That's all right. I want you to be excited to fuck it up and be wrong as hell. My motherfucking cinnamon apple, that's my favorite shit. But I'm just saying, I want y'all to get excited to fuck it up. Get excited to blow up your life. Because it's happened before, hasn't it? Haven't you been at fucking ground zero of your life? Like, how the fuck did we get here? And where you at now? Some of y'all sitting on a skyscraper like, should I jump? Bitch, it's already crumbling. It don't matter anymore if you jump. There was a moment where it would matter, but now, shit, it jumped you. Some of y'all getting y'all ass beat by a situation. Y'all can close the door, walk away. It's okay. You don't owe anybody to change who the fuck you are in this story. If in the story you scared, that's okay. If in this story you scared, but then you also realize fear is part of the fuel it takes to say, fuck this. Again, we're all in different places in our life, but in this moment, we're all here hanging out, trying to figure out, are we still here? Are we still worthy of being here? It's been a really fucked up summer. It was a summer that felt like a winter. But I'll leave you with something someone said that really hit for me. They said, things really die in the summer. The summer is really when things start dying. When it gets so hot and you see everything that's usually very alive just slumping over and dying. And this summer felt like that. I felt like the summer wasn't a period of life. Like some summers feel like everything's alive. This summer didn't feel like that at all. It felt like I was watching everything die. And funny enough, this fall has felt like a period of renewal. A period of being able to start fresh. A period of being able to say this is beginning. And again, of course, Scorpio season is where I would feel rejuvenation, the gift of resurgence. We're really not dead, even though the circumstances feel like death. And the way the cold penetrates this time of year, the way we know that winter is coming, as if winter isn't life. Things must slow down. Things must get quiet. Things must get warmer, cozier. They must. And so I want us to just trust that we are nature, and much like the sun is, going to sleep earlier, the moon is waking up and out longer. It really feels like the underworld, or the world that is a little darker, is out to play. And so, with that being said, I really wish y'all life. I wish y'all lived during this period of time where, again, we've spent a summer boiling. We've spent a summer uncomfortably hot. I really wonder, like, what we'll do with the crispness of this air, of the with the time, the clock's rolling back, right? Like, things are going to start changing in a very obvious way. But I also want you to just tap into what your body is telling you. If it's time to go to bed, baby, it's time. Give in to yourself. Give in to your human nature. Give into the time that your body sets. The clock can say whatever. If your body needs that rest, please try to find a way to I hate squeezing things in, but try to find it. Find that time for that nap. Find that time for that healing, rejuvenating connection with other people. Because I know that this time feels like we should really just be isolated. But I think that for the people out there who are able to, get your mask and get your ass out there. Be a witness. I'm screaming. This person wants to be perceived so bad. They'll even say weird fat phobic things. That's so sad. Listen, I could not possibly be angry at anything that happened tonight. Rosa, thank you for sending me anything. Thank everybody for sending me anything. Thank anybody for caring about me. This has been the most bizarre 6 months of my life. Living in this apartment, almost dying in this apartment several times, several different ways. And the worst one was the spiritual and emotional death that I suffered of knowing that someone had left me here to die. And that almost happened. And having to remember that I'm worth saving. I'm worth a new plan, a new journey. I'm worth a new life. But feeling so discarded can really make you think, but I just have to remember we're all wild seeds, friend. We're all wild seeds. And sometimes you get blown around enough times you think you'll never take root. But I promise you, rooting is coming. It has to. We really can't help it. Mio, thank you for sending me anything. Just thank everybody for being here and just showing any love. Stephanie, thank you for breaking silence. Listen, we all are wild seeds, friend, and a lot of y'all might feel scattered. You might feel like there's nothing rooting you anywhere. That is an important moment. That might be a reminder that, hey, this ain't where the fuck I'm supposed to grow. This isn't where I'm supposed to be branching out. This isn't where I feel safe. I think that's a scarier thing, to acknowledge that I don't feel safe here. Because what happens next is you have to start devising that plan out. So again, Scorpio season, we're working with the death card. We're dealing with energy that people may think is it can't possibly live. And yet, some of you know that there is life in moments where you know you thought you could not possibly live. And so I think a lot of us know what it's like to be in that in between, to be in that, I don't know. How exciting, because it's an opportunity for us to learn. Stay curious. All right, friends. Just thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have a good night. Thank you for everything. I just appreciate y'all. Just thank y'all for everything. Stephanie, I believe you. I believe you. Again, I can't read anymore. I said that I went actually 4 minutes over my time. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for spending time with me. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for just trusting me with your energy. Thank y'all for just everything. We've been listening to Chantress, Seba, Chantress, space Seba. This has been so amazing. I did not expect all of the turnout. I did not expect all of the love. Like, I am just so fucking just over the moon. So just thank y'all for just showing love to me. Thank y'all for being kind to me. I'm hoping that we can get another tarot party coming. I'm hoping, cross our fingers, I get this apartment, I get this house tomorrow. Really hoping it works out, but I don't know. I don't know. And if it doesn't work out, it'll be okay, because there are other things out there for me, and I'm excited to see what they are. So I hope that y'all feel your feelings, honor your anger. Anger is information. Sadness, information. The feeling of betrayal, the feeling of loss, information. please allow yourselves to journal in this time as well. Thank you, Mio. Thank you, Mio, so much for writing that out. But yeah, no, I genuinely appreciate y'all for just allowing me to have this space online where I feel so held and safe to just exist and emote. So again, sweet dreams to everyone. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being kind. I'm hoping that we can stay focused on what's happening and astrologically, because I think I want to wait to do another reading. I just feel like this week, just from the reading that Shani gave, it already started off pretty silly, but I'm hopeful as fuck. So, anyways, I love y'all. Thank you for everything. Take care. Thank you so much. Yes, Mio did a great job modding tonight. Thank you, Mio. Thank you, Mio, for everything. Just thank all of you. Yes, it was such a treat. Have a good night.